All right. I'm still not cutting it off. How y'all doing? Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Y'all good? Everybody feeling good? Feeling great?
Good as you can be.
Focused.
Yeah. Good. Laser focused, huh?
Due to the circumstances, doing good.
Nothing has happened this week but the circumstances.
Correct.
At all. And that should be the only focus anyways.
Correct.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Main focus. I'm not saying...
Why was it
people
ever
can't
not
take a
the
break.
focus?
Correct.
It's a fact.
Why was it ever not the focus? Nothing has changed. This is the same America.
Correct.
So
Same.
why was it not? But I'm not negative Nancy today.
No.
I'm not negative Nancy today.
A lot of distractions, but we know that this is something that has been going on and it's just come to a head.
No.
But we here now.
Mo, we are here now.
They in the streets now.
No, Joe Budden. No, Warrior Ma.
This Parks.
What's happening?
This Parks.
What's happening?
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? The JBP boys back to business. 350, right?
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to episode 350 of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, and highly favored host, Joe Budden, here with a few of my nearest and dearest. My brother Maul is here today. Parks is here. Rory is here. Erickson is here. Savon is here. Alex is here. Rim is somewhere working. I want to shout out to our Spotify listenership. I want to shout out to our YouTube viewership. I want to shout out to our first and last time listeners and everybody in between that really know what I mean. I want to shout out to the essential workers yet again. I want to shout out to everybody protesting. I want to shout out to everybody that's doing their part out there. I want to shout out to the people at home. The people at home. Even being home now is tough. Look
Yeah.
what they have done.
Word.
Look what they did.
Yeah. And it's crazy. We just was like on lockdown and quarantining, and now it's like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Just that fast. And that's
Well,
what happens.
It's crazy or it's scheduled.
A little bit of both, for sure.
I'm
Absolutely.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah.
wasn't opposed to that theory.
Yeah.
Who knows? We don't know. We're all ground level workers.
Right.
Yeah.
We know nothing about what they really doing up there. Where would you gentlemen like to start? Actually, let me not do that because I hate when people don't check on people's mental health in times like this. How is everyone? Like mentally?
I'm doing better than I thought. I'm doing a lot of reading, a lot of my own research, and I don't like to just look at clips online and just read what people posting. I like to like look into things that's really going on and read deeper. And there is way more peaceful. I think it's important that we highlight the fact that there is way more peaceful protesting going on than looting and rioting that we're seeing being magnified on social media and the media in general. There's a lot of people that are out there being peaceful. They're trying to stay peaceful,
Right.
even under these circumstances. And I think it's important that we highlight that. Let's not just highlight the violence and the negative things that are going on. But either way, I mean, this is what happens when people are fed up.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to say people shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have come to this. It shouldn't have come to this. And this is what happens when people are fed up. So I want to encourage people to stay safe, first of all. I want to encourage people to stay together, stay focused, and do things that matter. Let's not do too many of the things that don't matter. If you're frustrated, I stand with you. If you're upset, I stand with you. But I also want to see things change in a positive way as well. I'm all for, disrupting the system, and I'm all for causing change however you seek fit, but we have to be smart about a lot of things, and we have to seek change. We can't just tear shit up and then go back home and lay down thinking that shit is going to change, because it won't change that way. So tear shit up if you will. Listen, if you're frustrated, I'm with you.
You just ran through all of our 90 topics.
No, not really. I mean, this is what's going on though.
But we got to unpack all of it.
I'm just saying, it's just being honest. Like, don't just look at the negative shit that's going on, because it's way more peaceful
But
shit that's going on.
We're going to unpack that too, because there are plenty of covert operations at play.
For sure. We know that though.
Right now.
We know
so
that.
we're going to get to that, but you yourself are okay.
I'm good.
Parks?
But that sounded like Maul's mental health. Like he had to get that off.
Yeah.
I'm good though.
Yeah, that part
Other
too.
than that.
Yeah.
That
like,
part.
That's a lot of people's mental health now too, like concerned and not really so much focused on theirs. More of what's going on from a larger scale. Like I'm not particularly thinking of myself right now. I don't think
me
I'm a
either.
priority right now.
It's a much bigger
At all.
picture at hand.
And stay away from black businesses. That's important to put out there. You can tear shit up, but don't tear up the mom and pops and black businesses. Stay away from that. That's important to put out there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You could tear up, the bigger corporate
Small gonna get through all our
places.
shit.
Yeah, don't leave the mom and pop stores alone. Y'all know who own what in the communities. Y'all know. Like leave those spots alone. Let's not do that. We're not gonna do that.
Can you save some pod?
Yeah. oh no, we here.
Well,
We
sleepers.
Hey, so we're gonna head on out on that
Here.
note.
We got a lot to talk about. We here now.
Parks, how are you doing?
Shaking, but I'm doing well. I deleted social media for the day. Partly inspired by the Blackout Tuesday thing, but in general, I think I'm staying connected via news sources and TV, which is not the best way to stay connected. But like you said, there's a lot of negative shit on social media.
Right.
I also took time to write down a lot of my thoughts, which was helpful.
Oh, you knew we was coming in here to kill you and Rory today.
Oh, that's fine.
It is Kill Parks and Rory Day today.
That's
fine.
totally
but
fine.
I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Totally
I don't make
fine.
the rules.
That's cool. How are you doing, Joe?
I'm fucked up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say it. It's cool.
I see you drove through Manhattan earlier. You had to go see it for yourself. Joe likes seeing destruction. I learned
do.
that about
I
Joe.
do.
Joe likes seeing
I
people
do.
tear shit up. Like, you get a kick out of
Backseat
it.
of his car.
I didn't notice that until I watched my clip back
Yeah.
and heard how happy I was.
You like shit like that. You
Yo.
like disruptive shit. I think more so you like the
Destroy-
fact you like people coming together.
Destroy and
For a cause.
rebuild.
Yeah.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I feel
I
it.
like coming together for a cause.
Yeah.
I also like fucking shit up.
Yeah,
No doubt.
Destroy it all.
yeah.
Let me not scream because people might think I'm irate.
Yes.
Destroy and rebuild. Joe subscribes to that
Oh, no,
theory.
absolutely.
And for me, most of the modern institutions could use destruction. All of them.
I agree.
So, like, a lot of the shit I'm seeing now, woo, baby. Like, for niggas that like to just think and observe and conspire and,
Yeah.
woo, it's out there.
No, you add in the perfect storm of people that are angry and hurt, have been peaceful, and it didn't work. And then you add in money really being the only thing that's going to make some change until you fuck that up. That's going to be the perfect storm to destroy some shit. So why are you sitting there surprised that people are destroying shit?
Yeah, and a lot of people don't have jobs, don't have incomes, don't have they have uncertain futures,
Yeah.
so they have less to risk.
Y'all
you
just
know?
approved however many trillion and gave all of it to the richest people here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, what do you want? What do you really want people to do? You want me to feel bad that people are tearing up the Apple store? I don't.
No,
No,
not at all.
they sort of gave $1,200 to some people for however many months.
One
that it's-
month.
that it's been.
You want me to
right.
feel bad that they run
That you
around
destroyed-
tearing up Soho? Hey,
don't.
guess what? They was tearing up Soho, and I'm a human that's fucking compassionate. So for 2 seconds, I felt bad. 2 seconds later, it sent me pictures about what used to happen on Soho.
Right.
Right.
Guess what? Didn't feel so bad.
No.
Yeah.
It was okay. I was cheering them on.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I get it. I'm with
It's
them.
not something I'm running out, yo, go destroy everything in your sight. I totally understand it, though.
I'm so
I
sick.
totally fucking get it.
I'm so sick. I was cheering on the looters that were looting the looters.
Oh yeah. That
Man,
was
give me
happening.
the nigga. You can't fight. Give me
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Man, if you don't give me that
What you
fucking
got right there?
MacBook,
Yeah.
I'm not letting you get home with a MacBook.
Yeah. No. We're not doing that. Give me that.
Beat the brakes
Yeah,
off
go-
you,
go
nigga.
get another one.
There ain't no police out here. What you gonna do?
Not the police. I've seen footage of the police looting the looters,
That's been happening.
Yeah.
which is sick.
No, that's America. It's always happened. It's fucking in every show. Cops fucking
Well-
arrest the drug dealers and steal from them.
No doubt.
Well,
It's still sick.
That still happens right now.
It's
But
America is sick.
That's a
no,
fact.
let's start calling things what they are.
Yeah. This is America. in
This
America.
is not sick. This is America. The business of America. Y'all. Inventory. That's it. Where do y'all want to begin? It's so
shit,
so
right?
many different
I mean-
places to begin.
I mean, we can focus on, from that point, the media really just focusing on the looters, all the news, no matter which one you subscribe to.
Right.
I watched them all this weekend. They've all focused, and while they were sitting there, like, man, I really wish people weren't looting so we could focus on the real issue now. You've only covered the looting.
Right.
And you've only been talking about saying, damn, I wish we could talk about the real shit. You can.
Yeah.
You absolutely can. And don't act, Joe, to your point, anytime anything happens in America, there's always going to be people taking advantage of it. Why y'all acting surprised? Of course, there's going to be people that have nothing to do with the cause that just want to burn some shit down and steal some shit. How long you been in America? We've been knew that.
Yeah, y'all can't stop the scammers.
It's always going to happen no matter
the
what.
Scammers are ground level too, and they're hip to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
They're
Like,
gonna
that's not
try
shocking.
to scam. They're gonna try and steal some shit.
That's always going to happen no matter what.
I just like the fact that, this generation, because there's a lot of young people out there that they're out there and they're just making their presence felt however they seek fit.
I love that, because one of the things that I was thinking about as I watched the young people run amok on the streets was, damn, that energy of a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Like a 20-year-old, I'm glued to my couch, and I'm old, and I get tired walking to the fridge.
Yeah.
But like these little young dudes that's out there just causing havoc, that takes energy, man.
Yeah.
And most of their entire life, this has been filmed on TV, on social media. Anywhere you could see some shit, this has been on there. We've watched black people get killed and beaten their entire lives on camera, and nothing's happened. Not like, damn, that happened, no one knew about it.
Right.
Their entire lives have been this.
Well, like I said last episode, we tried the peaceful approach. You know what I mean? Like, we tried. Nothing changed. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, during the pandemic, we supposed to be home quarantining, and y'all still out here killing innocent black people? All right, enough is enough, man.
Now back to my scammer point. When the scammers are ground level, you introduce insurance scams, and insurance companies have money set aside for the year for the scams.
Of course.
Yeah.
There are lawyers that, we're just going to do this, get the money set aside, and that's going to be that. So some of these businesses are in on the looting and destruction of the business.
Right.
Especially during
Because
the
of
corona
the-
pandemic.
Because of the insurance scam that is attached to it. That's one. Two, we've seen multiple videos and pictures of police defacing property and police property at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Planting old cop cars to get burnt, planting bricks.
Yeah.
I posted a video of a woman next to 3 cops in a cop car tagging up the side of a building with "fuck the police," Black Lives Matter,
It was her own building.
talking to the cops on what to write. Like,
Actually, y'all can, you and Parks can help me with that. As white people, what is the stance on white protesters tagging Black Lives Matter on businesses?
are you saying from that are working to frame to make this look?
There's
like
two. There's
Well, we don't know.
protesting?
There's two.
Well,
there's two sides to it.
Yeah,
there
good.
Yeah.
are some white folks that are truly allies and are protesting for Black Lives Matter and for Black Lives period. There are some that are co-opting it, whether they may have their own good intentions. They may be anti-capitalist, they may be anarchists, whatever it may be, but they're using this as an excuse to do it and doing it under the guise of a different protest, which is wrong. You should not do that.
I'll say this, Joe. My personal thoughts is this is something black people should be leading and something we should be taking cues and be listening to black people and how to move in our protesting.
Got it.
Agreed.
If you're just white and tagging up BLM on the side of a building, even if your intentions are good, black people are going to get...
It looks away.
Black
Yeah.
people are going
Yeah.
to get blamed for it. It'll ruin
And
the perception of the cause that's going on.
Typecasted for you.
You should be taking your cues from them, and they're leading this. Don't take it in your own hands and fuck something up. Is really how I've viewed, especially what's been going on this weekend.
For those that are unaware, I don't know how you can be at a time like this, but
Some still are. Believe that. Some still are unaware.
People have all the facts and are still
fam,
unaware.
check this out.
Right.
I'm not here to do this today. If you are unaware, you are choosing to be unaware, and I refuse to acknowledge that you are just unaware when this has been the state of this place since you've been here.
Right.
I'm not rolling with your unaware. Let me paint the line that I never think I need to paint for the all lives matter people. Hey, you guys.
Fuck you.
If that is a response to Black Lives Matter, then fuck you, because you're missing the point and you don't stand with us.
Right.
And at this point, if you don't stand with us, then you're against us. The end.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, that's what has hit me as I've been just absorbing most of this content. It ain't that deep.
Right.
Everybody got a think piece.
And yeah.
Right.
Everybody got a hot and cold take.
We'll get into the other
Exclusive
people's
news and bits about nigga.
responses, but even people saying that they're not qualified on talking about certain social issues, you don't need to be qualified to say no. The police should not be killing innocent black people.
Right.
Like that, just flat out. There should not be a gray area or a but or I don't know too much about the subject. No, you can say, hey,
You know the difference.
I
between
think
right and
that's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, you're an American citizen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to. We're gonna get to James Dolan later and that bullshit he said.
yeah.
But I got a lot of shit to get to about bullshit that people are saying.
Right.
But pardon me. What the hell did Rory just say? I wanted to expound on that point.
You don't need to draw.
Oh yeah. If you're
There's no gray area. It's either you
if you're
think
chiming
this is
in,
insane or you're choosing to think otherwise.
if you're chiming in to say that you were unaware, if you're chiming in to say that all lives matter, if you're chiming in right now to tell us your business practices and business habits, it is tone deaf, it is insensitive, and now is not the time.
It's just wrong too.
Correct.
An officer, a black man was just handcuffed, escorted inside of a car to have 3 policemen beat the shit out of him while one stood outside playing lookout. I didn't see that point made enough. And as somebody that used to play lookout allegedly during B&Es, that man was playing lookout.
It was a role in the crime.
This is planned. They had the toxicology report come back from they did the independent report. Thank God. Thank God we got over that white trick.
Yeah.
Where
I didn't just the fact that they were even trying to go that route. It just speaks.
y'all
to a better,
got the
deeper
nerve
level.
to
Like,
fucking tell me that George Floyd had fentanyl in his... Like, white people don't even update the fucking tricks.
They're getting worse too.
Yeah.
But a lot of this podcast will be about updating
insignificant-
things.
So
by the way.
insignificant to what we're talking about when it comes to that type of crime.
Right.
The family went out and find a guy that the family hired. Let's address that man properly.
I think it was
But
Dr. Budden.
Whoever it was is basically the guy that invented this stuff.
Yeah,
Dr.
Michael Budden.
Basically, the guy has been doing this for fucking eons and knows more than everybody else. That's who the family went.
Yeah,
and hired.
he's probably the most popular autopsy chief medical examiner that we know. And he's been used in a few instances where families wanted to hire their own medical examiner.
And he came and told us what we didn't need anybody to tell us.
Right.
If 3 people put their knee in your back and one puts their knee in your neck,
Right.
blood will have a hard time circulating. Thank you, expert examiner.
Yeah. For telling us what we know, when we saw the video.
Shame that we need that. Shame that at such a time of grief and mourning, the family has to even go through this.
Right.
But here we are.
No, you do need that because you have narratives on certain, well, let's just say Fox in particular, where Sean Hannity is telling us of his martial arts background and how he knows everything about chokeholds and is putting this narrative that something else must have happened. Because I know martial arts.
Yeah.
Sean
So
Hannity
yes,
can
you
shut
need.
the fuck up.
He's has one of the more punchable faces I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, unfortunately, we need real medical examiners to put this on paper to say this was a homicide.
Right.
Because you have idiots that pump these narratives that change what really happened because they're they have a yellow belt and they have real voice to a huge part of America.
The issue I had is when they tried to say he had underlying health issues, hypertension. He had those same underlying issues the day before that happened too.
Yeah, black
and guess
people-
what he was doing?
black
Walking
people-
around fine.
Black people have hypertension.
Yeah, right. Surprise.
Well, Maul, they did that with Eric Garner, if you remember. They said he was so out of shape and weak, that's why he died, but then also said he was so big and strong, that's why we needed all these cops to kill him.
Hey, let me chime in. As someone that has sold a cigarette, don't take much in shapeness to sell one.
Right.
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 You can be out of shape and sell one.
Yeah.
You can live through that.
And he was just fine.
You can live through it.
Before y'all rolled up on the scene, he was fine.
Right.
Yeah, it's not running the fucking 40-yard dash.
Right.
It's selling a Lucy. And listen, that paranoia is in me still because I'm in my house saying, all right, I'm going to just stay in the house. Too many of us have died staying in the house.
Oh, yeah. We're not safe in the crib no more.
Yeah.
They run in the wrong house now and shoot you.
So when I say to you, Parks, that I'm fucked up, as an introvert, I was okay in the house.
Right.
Like during COVID, when they said don't move for the next however long and summer was canceled, I was coming here joking with you niggas. Like, awesome. I love home.
Right.
There is nothing but the state of the world in front of you to look at and analyze constantly now. And it's depressing.
Yeah.
It's depressing. It's heavy. As someone that's under the impression that shit has been heavy since Juice WRLD passed in December, this is not a recent thing for me. Things have consistently been heavy. And as black men, you know, we strong enough to just go out in the universe. I've been bitching about that for 2 years now, about black men and all the shit that has to wear on your mind and then go out in the universe and act. Listen, the cops are killing the black men and the hospital are killing the black women. So let me not isolate black men. Black people have different things to worry about.
Right.
So since Juice WRLD passed, scratch that. Since Nip passed,
Different and more things, let's be clear. It's not just different, it's more, a lot more things. And a lot of the same things.
yeah,
It's not just
or a
different,
lot of the
it's
same,
more.
and it's just taking people. It's just so much of it constantly piling on. You're eventually just gonna wear down on this shit.
the world is in such a state that whatever you may go through personally, you may not have the wherewithal to deal with it.
Yeah, a lot of your personal issues have to
You
take
may
a back
not
seat right
have the energy even to deal with energy that comes toward you. Just hypothetically, I'm saying that so y'all don't think everything I'm saying is applied to me. Just,
No, I get
just
it.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
you wake up one Sunday, you fucking beef with your girl. Fucking you go out and maybe you and a friend aren't seeing eye to eye and you have to have that strenuous conversation or text. Fucking you continue with your day and you and your baby mom's got to have a conversation with some tension in it. Guess what? By the time you get home, you don't have it in you.
Right.
I know this is very light stuff that we take for granted, and that's why I came here. I came here with a few jokes about the protect your energy people. Hey, all you niggas with them fucking tweets all year round when my energy is just fine, come back. I'm not seeing so much of it now, and now it's more important than ever because all of the energy is fucked up. All of it.
Yeah.
I'm not just dealing with protests and looting and murdered. More people were murdered. We'll get to that shortly. This whole Black Tuesday towel blackout, I support blacking out. I support disruption to businesses and entities.
It's important.
Let me start there.
Yeah.
I do not believe that the silenced should designate a time to be silent. I do not believe that while the president is initiating martial law and the military on civilians, that we should be quiet.
Right.
I do not believe that we should stop feeding each other the news. Because that's how we're getting the news. That is the one-up we have on our ancestors. That's the one-up I have on my grandma and my great-grandma and my grandfather. I could feed somebody in fucking West Bubblefuck what's happening in New York City. That unification. And then when I learned, and you gentlemen can chime in here, cool that the music business thought of this little thing.
Well, I have mixed feelings on that.
Speak to it.
I think the blackout tile is great to only focus on what you're saying, Joe, passing news and everything that's happening right now. There should be nothing else on IG besides us sharing this today. When the music business was posting it last week and sharing it, there was no context around it. I had a bunch of people saying we're going to stop working on Tuesday. Sounds like a day off to me.
Right.
There was nothing around it. There was no plan. It was just like, we're going to stop working. Everything that the music business has taken from black people What the fuck is stopping working on Tuesday doing?
Right.
Let's
Tuesday's
get
not even
active
a
in
day.
some other. Yeah, do it when albums coming out on Friday.
Right.
Affect your pockets.
Right.
Or give back some of the shit you took. I didn't understand that just stopping work on Tuesday. The fuck did that mean? Everyone sent me that. I said, no, I'm not posting that. That's stupid.
Right.
Tell me what you want to do on Tuesday, and then I'm behind you.
I do agree there should have been more direction with it.
You guys are taking a fucking day off. You think all the white employees was like, all right, cool. Shit. Damn near a 4-day weekend.
Hey, Twitter already told their workers not even to come back.
Yeah.
Hey, this is so awesome. Y'all working from home. We're cool
Right.
with y'all staying home.
I think, Joe, you put it perfectly in one sentence with what this music business from a major corporation side. I'm not speaking individually there's a lot of good people that do care about this in the music industry. But the silence are going to be more silent on Tuesday. You've been quiet. So your response to that is, well, we're just not going to work on a Tuesday. What the fuck does that? It doesn't mean anything to me.
I do agree.
It does mean something to me. I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah.
But the music industry is influential.
Correct.
So their influence on a Tuesday to affect other places of business with our power, I support.
Agreed.
Once we finish that point, I get to your point.
Yes.
Which is music business, do it on a Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Do it on the same shit that we talking about now is the same shit I was screaming about when Epic fucking about faced when Bobby Shmurda went to jail. Mm-hmm. The same shit I'm saying is the same shit I say every time a young black artist dies. Every time a young black artist is robbed. This is not a new boat here for me.
No, not at all.
Music industry. Do it on a Friday.
Agreed.
Affect
if you wanna
your
do it-
pockets. Most of this from most of the companies is consumer facing.
Yeah.
Which makes this not a black and white thing, because like I told Maul a few weeks ago, in the middle of all this racist shit is green. And a lot of these niggas is playing both sides.
Yeah.
And it's nasty. You can see it.
I would like to see a lot of these CEOs, from these record companies and these streaming platforms. I would like to see them like come forward and really speak to the consumers and really.
I don't want to hear a fucking word.
I want to see
the
I wanna
fucking
see what they have to
execs.
say.
The execs and the CEOs more won't even do an interview.
Yeah.
Let me
that's
just
it.
paint a picture for you.
So a blackout day doesn't mean
They're
much to me.
not doing interviews because they contain information that you shouldn't know, and they ain't beat the talk.
Of course not.
They're not beat to talk to you niggas. No, they told me in 2001 when I signed to Def Jam, the name Lucian was a ghost. I thought it was some Illuminati shit. They said, don't even worry about it. You'll never meet him, nigga.
Shit, up until the past maybe 5-6 years is what his name was really in articles.
Well, that's what
Like to a real casual consumer, he may be a new face in the music industry.
Well, what I'm saying to you is some people just contain some information that you don't need to know, and they don't have a fetish to be in front of the camera, so you just will never know it. So
It's
while
not a fetish. It's you're protecting
Yeah,
something.
it's intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all of the idiots that clout chase on Instagram, I do feel like most of them have something to protect too. But that urge for attention and that urge to be seen and that urge to be famous, it's really important. Jeffrey
It is.
Epstein, he didn't care about that. He was trying to be covert.
No, of course, a lot of people have that urge to be famous and this and that. But to answer to certain questions that are clearly wrong within the structure that you're overseeing, yes, you owe that responsibility to the people you profit off of. So, yeah, I'm not saying you should be on IG Live every night, but you should give an interview.
I don't want to hear a fucking word. I don't want to hear anything. It's all lip service. All of it. Action. Give me actionable items. And preferably from people who profit off of black culture for their business to remain.
Which I would have much rather, instead of a let's be quiet and not work on Tuesday, okay, all of our streaming profits this month or this week are going to something specific that has to do with this cause.
I agree.
I'd rather you speak up than be quiet and not work on a Tuesday. Or,
agree.
all right, we're giving this back to the artists. They're never going to say that. But there's a way to take the profit that you've taken from black culture, or taken rather, and put it back into the causes that matter to the people that consume
Put it back
and
into
pay
the
you.
communities. Put it back into the schools. Put it back into places where black people can better themselves and have more opportunities. Put it back, where we can see the change and we can feel the change. Like
So-
just giving a day off to blackout and that's not
Fam,
really doing much.
You have a Tuesday off in June.
Listen,
Right.
niggas hit
Fucking
me.
employees is chilling.
Niggas hit me talking about, hey, Joe, they want you to participate in Blackout Tuesday. Like, oh, great, we not recording? Nah, black the picture. Excuse me?
Right.
Huh? Oh, that's my participation? We're black in the picture?
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy to me.
So we still are running business as usual.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Now
Just
we're
not
trying
on social media.
No,
So-
we're trying
So
to
you're
get
not
people
taking-
to go.
So you're not taking any money out of your pocket.
No. That's never. They're never at that point.
Yeah. Record labels.
No,
You
Joe.
want to impress me? Put some fucking money to the side. How about that? You make $1 million off a Future t-shirt. All of you can put some money to the side. I'm not going to say for reparations. Call it what the fuck you want to call it. But anybody who has a place here because of black culture, nah, words ain't enough for me.
Yeah, no.
Words ain't enough for me. Everybody got a word. Nigga, do something. Do something.
Blacking out a picture on an Abby on a DSP to me looks like people are in pain. That's something they recognize, that has been some peace and understanding of people also going through it, and they're gonna run to your platform. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So I think you're taking advantage by doing that shit.
I agree with all that. I do, however, think that it's dangerous to criticize. In this instance, we have given things that they can do. I don't like seeing people criticize protest, not necessarily just in this instance, but in general. Protest is healthy. However you choose to protest is helping. So just admonishing it completely just because you don't feel that there was a angle, let's find an angle, but let's still do this protest now and then do the next one with the angle.
Right.
So I agree, Parks, and
Nah,
I'm
I don't want help with the ceiling.
protest, but
I don't want ceiling help.
to me, a lot of this feels like you were forced to say something because of the consumers that you cater to, and now you're just doing I don't even want to say the bare minimum. You're just saying, yo, I'm off today. Like, that's not protesting to me at all. There's nothing active about that. That's you were forced into a corner. You have to say something, and what you're saying is, I'm gonna take the day off. No action during my day off. I'm just taking it off.
I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that are tweeting out this I stand with you shit that won't hire a black person at all.
Right.
And I think that's kind of where the issue lie. That's the issue I have when I see some of this stuff from some of these people. But cool, I am still with you. I support. But,
No, I'm with the protesting for sure. I just don't feel that, even in Columbia Records right here saying, which everyone shared this, not just Columbia Records, this is not a day off. Instead, there's a day to reflect and figure out ways to move forward.
That's a day off.
That's a day off. All right, tomorrow, or we'll give you a few days. Record companies, tell me what you reflected on and tell me the ways that you figured out how to move forward.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's all just for a post and, to make it seem like they're with the cause and with the people. But again, let's talk about this next week.
Let's figure out how to make it better.
Let's see what record companies are doing and saying this time.
and if we're not spending money with these other businesses to show the power and unity of the black dollar and the impact,
Correct.
then why is it for a day?
Right. Word.
Hey, nigga, everybody order from Amazon what you need this week. Because next week, we chilling for the month.
Yeah. Things like that.
Yeah.
Listen, I support anything that's going to make somebody, the enemy, the ops, spend money. Hey, Trump did the press conference, said, I'm sending out the National Guard. Say, yep, spend it. Spend it. I'm sending the military out. For civilians? Oh, spend it.
Well,
Run it up.
At the end of the day, that kind of bites us in the ass.
Yeah.
From our pockets, too. But that's a much bigger conversation.
No, it ain't. It's not. Everything is very simple. Y'all voted in a lying, racist, bigoted rapist.
Correct.
The end. It's not a much deeper conversation for later that we have to save.
Oh, I agree. I'm talking about sending in National Guard and Everything, this is all public service. It comes out of our pocket, the taxpayer.
All of it comes out of our pocket.
So it's not the ops.
Oh,
We're
please,
paying for it.
Oh, please, they're going to find a new way for us to pay for it anyway. Hey, you're never seeing that money. And once you realize that, it's a wash. Awesome. They got to pay for all these cops. They got to pay for the military. They got to pay for the National Guard. They got to pay for all of it. Yep, run it up. The whole country's in debt. Run it up. Y'all cannot afford it. Like I told Maul last podcast, we outnumber them. If I put 500 people right there, and I put 500 people down there, and then 500 people go take the train uptown over there, nigga, it's over. You can't do nothing. What are you going to do but fucking call in the National Guard? You got to do it. Now, let's get to President Trump and that address. Have you seen it? Of course you've seen it, because you can't miss it right now.
Right.
So you guys react.
Fuck Donald Trump. Let's start there.
What did you think?
I think he's an embarrassment to the country.
Definitely that, for sure.
I think he's a dangerous human being, an individual.
For sure.
I think he goes against everything his own party stands for.
For sure.
Republican Party is supposed to be small government. You know, they're constitution bangers, at least the ones that they like, the amendments they like. And there's nothing more big government than bringing in the military for citizens.
Yeah,
Sure.
Had a Democrat ever called martial law, the Republicans would lose their fucking minds.
Correct.
I think we just have a president that honestly represents how most people in this country feel.
I disagree. I wouldn't say most people.
More than half.
Close to it. I mean, he didn't win the popular vote.
I think he's the mirror of the he's the mirror of the country.
Nothing to argue about here. The president represents a lot of people that feel like
A
that.
lot
Yeah.
of people. Absolutely.
And
Close to half.
But I wouldn't say most.
and he's a lot of ego. He's all
ego.
about self. I have never seen him. And don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people that is gonna sit here and say Donald Trump has done nothing good for this country, because he did do a lot of things for
MAGA Mall.
No, never that. Never. I didn't vote for Trump. I'm
Mulga?
just saying, like, we got to speak facts. He has done things for black people in this country. He has passed some laws, and the economy is up. Like, it has risen since he's been in office. Like, these are just facts. So I'm not the biggest political guy.
The stock market is about to crash.
No, but this is now. I'm talking about,
Unemployment is higher than it's ever been.
I'm talking. This is all.
There's a global and national pandemic.
These are all new
and
things.
there are
I'm talking
riots
about,
all over America.
Understand, these are all new things that just happened. I'm talking about since he's been in office. When he first came in office, since he's been in office, the economy did go up.
You are not judged by your one good year in the league.
I'm
you
not,
are judged
no.
by your career.
I'm talking about all of the things. I'm saying he has done some good things since he's been in office. Is all I'm saying. I'm not one of these people that's just going to kill Trump.
Some of that is smoke and mirrors, by the way. Capitalism is designed.
No, absolutely. Some of it is, but some
yeah.
of it is facts. It's in front of you. You can see it. But overall, because he's such his demeanor and his character is so terrible, and he's such a shitty, fucked up person, that doesn't matter. It gets outshined. I'm just saying to lay it out for both sides.
Okay.
Like, cool. People that support Trump.
Thanks,
cool.
Trump, for letting
Absolutely
20
But-
black people out of jail while also separating kids from their families. Also, while we can run down a long list of things that Trump has done and hide it behind the
absolutely.
guise of,
And
hey, I let a
am-
black person out
let
of
me-
jail.
let me
And
be
just
very
so
clear.
anytime something happens like this, he'd be like, hey, remember that time?
Thanks.
Right.
Thanks. I mean, he also let his mans in them out of jail.
But I
he
think-
let all of his mans in them out of
But
jail.
I think what he did the other day, which was yesterday, him having the peaceful protesters sprayed so he can cross the street and take a picture in front of the church with the like that whole stunt.
Yo,
Disgusting.
To
If
me,
you
that was
can't
like,
see-
all right, fam, you're just a different. Your brain is in a whole different like time zone. I don't know. There's nothing else to say about that. You saw it. It's in front of your face. Like, you did that.
He also
to take
did
this
it-
picture.
It's so blatantly because he did it 20 minutes ahead of the curfew, where at least hypothetically people would have cleared out and
Right,
would not
yeah.
have needed to be tear gas, which is an
Exactly.
illegal fucking chemical to use on people in global
Exactly
war.
my point.
or especially
exactly
peaceful
my point.
protesting. Listen, whatever political party you subscribe to, whoever you are, if you can't see through the bullshit of Donald Trump holding up a Bible in
Upside
front of
down.
a church,
Upside down.
that as well, and staring into a camera and then immediately getting back into his car, I don't think we ever need to have a conversation with you.
He tear gassed people from the church.
Right.
members of the church
Right.
to do this bullshit.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That stunt to me, that was the nail in the coffin for Donald Trump. To me,
If you
that's-
can't see through that,
yeah.
I don't know where we could even start having a conversation.
See, that right there. That's kind of what I want to put a stop to right there. The if you can't see through that talks. Then what? If you can't see through it, what? Because I refuse to believe that somebody can't see through it. Somebody won't see through it.
Yeah, there's people that are no intention to see
so
through it.
My point in saying that is, how are we even going to have the serious, complicated conversations if you can't even admit that bullshit?
Yeah, no, listen, Alex, that's the point that I was about to make. Let me tell y'all, I bumped into the Trump address by mistake. I didn't know that he was scheduled to speak, nor was I watching in anticipation of him speaking. But the TV stays on in my house on mute on CNN and MSNBC.
Got money.
Just so I can, because the TV station?
Electricity. Go ahead.
Not money, because I'm a genius.
Talk your shit.
I left it on mute to look at the riots and the protests, right? And I was able to see across the ticker, hey, we have Trump coming up. He's scheduled to speak. So I was able to see in real time the police attempt to clear the way. And it was nasty.
Yeah.
It was nasty. Now, because I'm black, it took me a second to realize that what was happening was nasty and not just business as usual. But yeah, peaceful protesters, tear gas, run over with fucking horses, pushed to the side, so forth and so on. For Trump to even hold that address publicly where you could still hear the protests, where you could still hear the chaos, that rang loud to me.
Planned.
For Trump to hold the Bible up and there to be the white power Confederate flag Nazi fucking sign or whatever the fuck I've seen on all the YouTube docs, that rang to me. Him doing that in front of whatever church that was, that rang to me. But more importantly, it rang to me not because of the events that took place that day, but because I had just finished reading all about this DC blackout, and now I'm just looking at you like you pussy.
Well, that's why he did this. Because he was hearing about people were kind of laughing that he was scared, the protesting and stuff like that, and they had him go to the bunker of the White House just in case.
Turned off all the lights.
Yeah, so this was his response to that, saying, I'm not scared, like I'm outside.
Bragging about your Secret Service.
Yeah.
Like,
That will be the lasting image for me from his presidency.
The White House with the lights out?
The White House with the lights out.
Yeah.
That's the start for me. President Trump hiding in a bunker when things got real. I never respect niggas that's just pussy. Oh, you only tough when it's a gang of you pussy. But let's stop there. Let me get into my conspiracy theorist bag. The DC blackout tag had much more to do with things in totality than just the White House lights being out. Are y'all familiar?
I'm not familiar.
Okay. Allegedly, when the White House lights went out, cell phone service in DC also went out.
Oh, wow.
Along with internet service in DC that went out, along with all of the cameras that surveil the street allegedly went out as well.
Really?
So an hour before we had pictures of protests from DC, and then the next hour there was allegedly a blackout of phone, internet, and the White House.
Wow.
I don't know what you guys think of this.
That's intentional.
But yes, it's intentional, but intentional why? I don't know the why because I'm on ground level, but I'm looking at the scope of things. When you do that, and when you look at the history of things here, when you're blacking something out, you don't want something to be seen. Correct. There was a gentleman killed. We'll get to the gentleman that was killed, but all of the cops had their fucking body cams turned off. DC blackout. There's somebody missing in Chicago. Along with Trump's address that, to me, anytime Trump gets up there and when it's hysteria He just talks to the racist people.
Yeah.
And that's what he did again. All of that
With
law and
the
order
specific
shit.
keywords.
Yeah.
We're calling citizens
Yeah.
and the army protect your Second Amendment.
Yes,
Like all the
yes.
keywords that now
Yeah.
they, we used to know what those words were. In this climate, he can't use them, so he uses the keywords that get those type of people riled up.
It's no surprise that immediately after that address went out, we started to see the groups of white people with bats patrolling Philadelphia.
So I saw that.
We started hearing about the gangs now fighting with themselves and with civilians. Like, it's division.
Yeah.
It's division. It's what he's thrived on this entire time. It's what helped him to get elected. But that's where we are now. So I want to tell people out there to please be careful even in protest.
Yeah.
I say that as
sure.
somebody who was just scrolling the gram one day and then saw his 19-year-old son out there in a protest. It was difficult for me.
Sure.
It was conflicting for me. I did not know where I stood in that moment. I'll be honest and transparent with you guys.
I think that's why it's
I
important.
was proud of him.
Oh no, you have to.
you also care about
I was
his safety.
proud of him.
Yeah, but you concerned as well because your father.
I'm a concerned parent,
Yeah.
fam. I saw Sin out there protesting. That's who she is. Listen, when Homeboy died and when Junior died in the Bronx, she went up there to the grave site and for a week straight, just dropping flowers off. That is who she is. But you're concerned.
Yeah.
Right.
You're concerned when you
Rightfully
see
so.
people that you love out here.
Because you never know what can happen.
We've seen what can happen.
Well,
They're out there
no.
running people over with SUVs.
And totally aside from that, what they're not reporting is the Sandra Bland shit. They kill us when they get us.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they're gonna start cutting surveillance off and cutting the Wi-Fi off and just cutting whatever off, and why is the president in a fucking bunker? Oh, because shit is about to get real
Yeah.
out here. Yeah, all of that is alarming and disturbing to me. And the police 100%. Let me not say the police, the Klan, whoever it is. I don't know because I'm ground level. They definitely want to make an example out of a few of us.
One in the same.
Oh, for sure.
And Cable didn't go out, right?
I don't know. I can't confirm that anything went out. But if you just click on the DC Blackout hashtag, plenty of residents of DC said, nah.
Well, if Cable
Something's
didn't go
off.
out, it's much easier for them to control the narrative on cable and cable news than it is to control the narrative on the internet and in any camera that is filming what's actually happening. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me that they would do that.
Which is why it's important now for us to have. We need a program. We need to know exactly what we're doing because right now it's kind of like people are just wanting to be heard and they're showing out and they're protesting and that's fine. I love that. People are looting and tearing shit up. That's fine. But we need to know what's the plan. We need a plan.
I really like, and this may be off of what you're saying, but I don't think it is. I really like this new initiative that the NBA came up with. I think it just started today, where all of the coaches get together, and it's you don't even know how to find it. You don't even know what I'm talking about. It's the NBPA or the NCPA. They started some group that is essentially just for the progressiveness of minorities. And
I think I saw that's popping them, right?
Popovich is involved.
Kerr.
Steve Kerr is involved. Dave Blatt is involved. There's a few of them involved. See, and that I like and really agree with. I've heard Popovich speak enough on these type of issues to know where he stands. He cares.
Yeah.
I've heard Kerr speak enough to know where he stands. He cares. And whether some people want to admit it or not, we need help from allies.
Right.
We do.
Absolutely.
Like, if there's a white person that cares, now is a good time to say that. And if you're not saying you care, I am to assume that you do not.
I
So
completely agree.
I like what I like the NBA doing that, partly because of the stance that their white people take. That's like Parks and Roy. I like the stance that they take as white people. I like the NBA doing that because the NBA is black.
Pretty much, yes.
I like the NBA doing it because the NBA wasn't always black. There's a lot of reasons why I like the NBA doing it. On the opposite side of the spectrum, the NFL looks nuts retweeting all of this bullshit with the
Nuts.
Kaepernick situation.
Yeah.
You look nuts Y'all went and put a whole subcommittee division together when too many of your players were going home and beating the shit out of their wives.
Right.
You did that. Why are we not doing it now? Don't tell me that you stand with us on one end, and in the other end, we have somebody who was blackballed because they were peacefully protesting, because they took the correct kneel. NBC put something out. Looks a little nutty after that Gabrielle Union situation. It looks a little nutty. Complex put something out. I like what Complex did for me, so I won't share some of the things that, but it ain't too many black people running around up there. Like, this problem is much bigger than this moment.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say it's not that deep, you can look anywhere and see it, is what I mean. Anywhere. What part of America would you like to observe? Would you like to look at our school system? Would you like to look at our real estate? The redlining issues that we've been having? Would you like to look at our police? Would you like to look at our government? Would you like to look at our economy, stocks? Look at the stock. Wherever you want to look. Look at the jail system. Look at the farming system. Look at the truckers. Anywhere in America that you look right this second, it's fucked up. So awesome that Trump let a few black people out. Good. But right this second, it all needs reconstruction.
Yeah.
Not rebuilding.
No, restructuring.
Not a renewal. Not some new front facing.
No.
You know, sometimes you can fix the front of the house now, it looks real sexy.
Yeah.
And inside still fuck. That's not what we need right now. Anywhere you look in America is my point. So awesome. Let's black towel them to death. Let's protest to death. Let's riot. Let's loot. Let's do anything that is with the betterment of the community. But a lot of these people are playing both sides. And I don't have time for the optics of it all, because shit is too real. It is entirely too real out there with all of this coming off the pen. I just don't have time for the optic game and the protect your business game. I don't.
Right.
You want to talk about Virgil?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You want to keep shit 100 or you want to keep it a verge?
So let's keep it 50.
Let's keep it two verges.
Yeah.
I always keep it 2 verges.
You have to.
That's what's up with your man?
Oh, my man.
Actually, let's pause. Let's break it up and then come back to more depressing stuff. Let's do that,
I like that.
for 2
I
seconds.
like my depression in doses.
Yeah. It's cool. Now, what was we just about to talk about?
Virgil.
Can I
Virgil.
hold a verge real quick though? I have no cash on me.
Now, pains me that fucking Rory decided to go get his Nazi haircut now. Read the room, Rory. Read the room. Bad time for the Nazi haircut, Rory.
I had to cut my hair, man.
Also, Rory got the new Travis Scott. Told on you. You thought I forgot.
Okay,
No,
you
before-
own
hold up.
Off-White. I don't.
Hold up. Before she
Totally.
starts singing. Paint a picture from you. Judge it how you will. Rory has the new Travis Scotts. I love Rory, and he's my friend, and I know his heart. So I don't think he's a hipster because of it. But they were sent to him from Kith. Hey, I didn't make this up. You ready for the next
Okay.
one? Ready for the next
Did
one?
you
Ready
say
for the
you
next
like
one?
them as well?
Ready for the next
when
one?
we talked about it?
Super hard. Super hard. Mad hard. The Travises. I don't have them, nor were they offered to me. But let's get to the next point. Hey, guess what Rory did, y'all?
What?
We did what?
You remember when Kanye said, fuck you think I rap for to push a fucking RAV4? Look, he laughing. He laughing. He won't even tell y'all. He's so
It's
so
not their.
ashamed.
It's not the world's business.
He's so ashamed.
Oh, he's
I'm not ashamed at all.
Huh?
You ashamed of
Tell
yourself?
him what you copped out there, man.
I didn't cop
Tell him
anything.
what you did.
Tell him what you did.
Wait, no.
The RAV4 is a good, reliable car.
I told my friend in confidence about an achievement, but because he's such.
We work together. No, there's no such thing as confidence. And no, that's not true. But you got to tell me, yo, this is in confidence.
I don't know if that would have helped. Anyway, Rory.
Yo, no man ever says that to a man. Yo, this is in confidence.
No.
Yeah, keep this on a
Because as men, I
It's
thought
assumed
you
you're supposed to
hold
know.
it down.
Yeah.
We're supposed to know. Yeah, no.
No, man, just check something off the list for a family member, and that was it.
It's a good, reliable car.
Salute that. I salute that.
No.
No, that
no,
new-
no,
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 that
no,
new
no,
shit is-
no. Let me stop you. The new RAV4 is hard.
Yeah.
It's not like when Kanye said that. Like this is a whip.
This isn't
Kanye?
This is a flex.
Yeah.
No.
Like
This
look at
isn't like-
Savon. Look at Savon. He tried to cop, looked at the price tag, walked away.
This isn't like when Drake tries to kill all the hotels we love. Like
Right.
we have to put a stance on rappers killing things that are fire.
Yeah. Like, no, we like that.
That new RAV4 is nuts.
That hotel Drake invited me to was nice though.
Hey yo,
What hotel was that?
What's wrong with you, man?
Forget it.
So you got the RAV4?
I did not cop anything more.
You
That's
got
what Joe just
what
said.
would a hipster do?
Oh, you got it for free?
You influenced the Hondas?
What's the second thing? A
You
hipster would
unboxed
do?
it?
Yeah, you just got to use 20% off. Use my name.
Got
do
you.
the code.
Got you.
Would Rory
An unboxing video for
listen.
a car would be insane.
That's disgusting.
Ooh, guess what I copped? Would Rory buy himself a RAV4, or would he like cop it for one of his parents, man, so they can have an easier time in life?
Oh, but he said it.
Come
He
on,
told us he
man.
would do that.
I told you guys
rich
all in
nigga shit.
confidence.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about it.
No,
Oh, if I did, then I did.
Come on. Big dick nigga shit. Put your shit on the table, nigga.
no,
Please don't.
Yeah, eat off this table. Please keep it concealed.
All right, so listen, let's stay on Rory. Let's go right to Cape Town. Let's go to Cape Town.
Keep your dick concealed.
Please. If you don't mind.
No, please. Let's do
What
that.
a request.
If you would.
If you were to be so kind and keep that
to
considered.
I
not
don't
put your
take
dick
I
on my
don't take
table.
Rory as that friend either, by the way.
To pull the dick out for him?
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I believe everybody has that friend.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah. You have a friend that the right room get together.
Yeah.
He's pulling his dick
The
out.
hammer's coming out for
Yeah,
sure.
1,000.
Enough alcohol in the
Yeah,
system?
yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
just going to sit this one
How
out.
many of the checks got to be checked off for you to be like, yo, I think it's safe?
What you mean? How many of the checks?
Forget it.
The room.
No,
just,
forget it.
No, I think you guys should have that conversation. I'm going to go use the bathroom.
You got to be able to read the room.
You have to.
Got to
That's-
be able to read
now
the room.
more than ever. Now more
No,
than
read
ever.
the room is one of the most important qualities you could have.
Absolutely.
Read the room is here as slang to white people now. That's why I had it written down, Rory.
It's-
Well, not slang to white people, because bitch told me to read the room too, and I felt dumb. I thought I had a little clap back. I read it, and this is
And this is what I read.
like, you know what? Now not the time to be clapping back at people.
It's street smarts.
Your
It's reading the room.
man didn't read the room. Your man did not read the room.
no,
Marlon Rory's man.
Virgil Abloh.
Now, hey, let me start this.
Virgil Abloh. Virgil Abloh. You mean
Hey,
Virgil Abloh?
I want to start this with a few things. I have never
you
met.
own,
I have
you
never.
own Off-White, and Maul and I do not.
No, he don't.
No, you.
Oh,
Joe
me.
Budden owns Off-White clothing and shoes. Maul and I do not. So before you start the
I
narrative,
do not have off-white shoes.
You gave him the tray. You bought them, but you
Thank
gave him
you. I did not buy them.
You influenced?
hipster,
You
got them
unboxed?
sent to you.
I influenced.
the tray. He boxed you up. Okay. Even better.
He didn't box me up.
He boxed you up.
He didn't give
Joe,
me
you
a pair
you
of
definitely had
Off-White.
the
He
yellow
boxed you up.
Off-White belt around the fucking
He wore it as like a
long-ass
strap.
sweatshirt. Like, I know. It's cool.
I have 2 articles from Off-White
Articles.
in my closet. Only 2. And you guys are teasing me.
Well, Maul and I have none. So let's just make sure the
You
narrative
have-
is correct.
You have the... Look, know what narrative rhymes with?
Travis Scott.
You Travis's.
Travis's and narratives. The narratives and
Yeah,
Travis's.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Travis did say some bullshit too one time. So
Virgil, let me preface this with I have never met. I've never met Virgil, and I hear that he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
I also hear that he's a dick from a different crowd, but I can't confirm because I've never met him.
I'm pretty sure some people, when you're that successful, people are going to have some dickhead things to say about you, for sure.
Do you believe that? Do you believe
Absolutely.
that just if
Yeah.
You can't be that
if you meet
successful.
a certain level of success?
Absolutely. You can't please everybody.
Yeah, a lot of times when you're at that level, just not saying hi when you don't hear something will run back and be like, yo, he's the biggest dickhead I ever met.
Yeah.
Well, that's why for me it's really important to check the character on the people talking shit about you.
That too. You should
That's important.
you should read the room.
Yeah.
Read the room.
Yeah.
Hey, some of the niggas that told me y'all niggas was pieces of shit, good niggas, man.
Yeah.
10 toes down. 10 toes down, man. I believe them dudes.
Yeah.
You must have harmed them in some way. Virgil, now, I had an eye on him since him and Kanye took that fucking funny picture out in Paris or London with the funny Louis Vuitton luggages and the colors.
Oh, like a long, long time.
Yeah, hey, stuck with me.
Okay. What didn't you like about it?
You didn't like the
I
picture?
didn't like anything about it.
You didn't like the picture?
No,
I mean, you're just not drippy enough.
I'm not. Which is why I didn't like the picture.
No, they were all friends making their way through the fashion
I don't care.
world. Yeah, no,
I don't care.
I think it was dope.
I don't
for
care
them.
that niggas is friends.
You got to understand, but you saying you don't like the picture.
No, I
but you have to
understand.
understand
No, they
what the
friends.
picture
I
represented.
got awesome friends forever.
And then looking at
Oh,
it now, years later, where all of those individuals are, I think it's dope.
Successful and we friends.
Yeah.
And we've been here through the journey.
Yeah. That's important. Whoa, that's important.
I just opened my iTunes and it had Dead Prez playing from Apple Music.
Oh, Rory mad at his
That was
mad
crazy.
at his white brothers, man.
Mad at your genius boy.
I am mad at my white brothers.
Mad at the immigrants.
The immigrants.
That's pretty funny.
That's a sick word. That's a sick word to just create. The immigrants.
Yeah, white people have you forgetting that them niggas is immigrants.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
They just think, oh, we
Nah.
No,
Hold up a second, but
Yeah.
when Rory throw the Dead Prez on, watch out.
Yeah.
I fuck with Dead Prez.
That album's super classic.
Virgil donated $50 to you niggas. That's what happened, man.
And then say, yo,
And he posted it.
match my shit.
He posted that he donated $50, said match him, got killed, donated 20 grand after he got killed, and then kept getting killed, and then responded to the killing.
Saying what?
Well, why don't I read it for you, Mo?
Let's read it.
Virgil Abloh says, let me start with a few central facts. No, nigga, anybody that starts with facts is offended at something. Anytime you say I'm going to start with facts,
Yep.
no. I am a black man.
Keep going.
No, well, he put spaces in between.
A
you have
dark
to,
black
you have
man.
to pause.
Like dark. On an average trip to the grocery store in Chicago, I fear I will die. Yeah, if this
Just keep reading. I get it. I get it. Just keep reading.
The risk of literal death is the normal walk of life for almost live as I'm walking on my tiptoes.
Hey, I don't quite understand
Is
that.
some of
grammar.
that cut off?
No.
Oh. When I apply for a job, I fear I won't get it.
Let's stop right there.
Let's take 8 minutes and 30 seconds of silence now.
Virgil
That was a good
Abloh.
idea. Let's be silent now. You was right. I was wrong.
Like,
Now is when we should be silent. Do y'all hear this nigga?
yeah. I and again, I never met Virgil. I don't know him, so this is not an attack on his character.
Yes, it is.
I don't
Let's
know.
attack his
No. You can't. We never met him. We can't just do that.
But it's fun. to
Let's be
attack.
responsible.
All right, fine.
But you can't say when you apply. You're the creative director for Louis Vuitton.
I'm sure
If you
within
apply for something, you don't have fear that you won't get it at this point in your life.
I'm sure Virgil
you're not applying
in
for
his
anything.
life, especially in the fashion world, which is known to be racist in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Sure, he faced a lot of that on his way to become the creative director for Louis Vuitton.
Absolutely.
Shut up.
But I don't think now when Virgil applies for a job,
That's all I'm speaking about. That's all I'm speaking to, Rory.
What job
Today,
is Virgil applying for today?
He's not applying for any job.
Is he going to
The jobs
CVS
apply
and
for him
asking
now.
for an application?
Do you
think
Am I
he has-
going to walk in Home Goods and see
Yeah,
Virgil?
No.
do you think he has a cover letter?
No.
He
Just has LV in
continues.
quotes and sent it in.
It's my nature to be extra polite. But I'm extra polite because before I open my mouth, 9 times out of 10, people judge. Any interaction with police could be fatal to me. A split-second interaction I could have with them. Off-white sneakers mean nothing.
TM.
Or that I'm head designer of this. Or I showed artwork at such and such place. Doesn't apply in the heat of an exchange.
Okay.
He's correct, though.
Sir, come here! Sends chills down my spine.
Oh, that's gonna be his new
I'm
shirt. See the
telling you
quotation,
about
the
my
shirt?
spine right now.
Can you do Virgil's audiobook?
39 years, no.
What if he gave you $50?
New Joe Budden.
39 years of my life could be reduced in 1 second radio call to the police. A tall black man was.
Virgil's the guy that puts his height in his Twitter bio.
Oh, that's his new shirt.
I also know that this isn't just about race. My parents immigrate. I hate when niggas start doing this. When they start telling me about their parents. Fine, I'll read it. My parents immigrated from Ghana with $0 to their name. I am lucky that they gave me the tools to grow up to have a successful career. I know that black people with fewer resources and less access to the privileges that I have are much more vulnerable than me. I also know that black women, queer and trans people go through struggles that are additive. Okay. As a black person, I have felt anger, sadness, and pain every time one of us is held victim or prejudice or systemic racism. I am proud to stand in solidarity with every moment to eradicate
Keep going.
He said every moment. Did he write this?
Every movement.
Oh, okay, I can't read. I am same shit. Every movement. Nigga, you
Movement.
paid $50. Shut
Movement.
up.
Moment is different.
I am proud to stand in solidarity with every movement to eradicate racism and police violence. Racism has to stop. It is literally killing us. Fuck all this shit, man. Let's get to the apology.
Yeah, let's say.
I apologize that my comments yesterday appeared as if my main concerns are anything other than full solidarity with the movement against police violence, racism, and inequality. I want to update all systems that don't address our current needs. It has been my personal MO in every realm I touch. Yesterday I spoke out about how my stores and stores of friends were looted. I apologize that it seemed like my concern for those stores outweighed my concern for our right to protest injustice and express our anger and rage in this moment. I also joined a social media chain of friends who were matching $50 donations. I apologize. That appeared to same as if that was my only donation to these important causes. I'm not reading none of this shit no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you read his streetwear community post?
That's old, I think.
No, it was in reaction to a store on Melrose or Sunset or something that was looted, a streetwear brand. I want to say it was Apartment 4B. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, this right here. He was
Never even heard of that hipster guy. I want to say it was Apartment 4B. Rory working in his bag. Get this shit off.
I'm talking about the facts. Well,
And the stores.
and the stores,
Fact stores.
the fact stores. There was something that was hilarious in his response of saying, "Next time you look at your fucking streetwear T-shirt in the closet, just know it's looking back at you in disgust." It was like some sick shit. I'm paraphrasing, but it was nuts. He told us that our streetwear shirt is gonna stare back at us, and how mad it will be that we looted their store.
Virgil, let me be the first to let you know.
I'm paraphrasing,
All
but
the
it was
niggas
very
uptown
close
that was stealing
to that.
shit. Them clothes ain't speaking to them niggas. They can't wait to throw that fresh on.
That nigga just told us streetwear's dead.
Yeah.
Didn't he
That's
just
what I
tell
thought he
us
was.
that?
That's what I thought he was referring to.
Streetwear is not dead, by the way. I don't know who said that and why they said it, but it's not.
Then pictures started floating around of all the art designers that work for Off-White, and none of them are black. Mm-hmm. Then they couldn't stop there. Had to pull out pictures of his wife and all
Fam.
this other shit. And
Family.
hey, off Hey, it's off black there too. Hey, he the only thing off white.
Now it all makes sense.
No,
It
Joe
all makes sense.
Budden.
Hey, I ain't here to be friends with you. They don't give a fuck if I don't get a package. Fucking wear Rory's Travis's.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I'll let you borrow them, bro.
Listen, it's not that he donated. I'm not the guy that ever talk shit about somebody donating anything.
Yeah.
Be-
and to
be
be fair,
clear
I
now.
knew that
Be
what
clear
he was
now.
doing, he was matching.
Right.
So it's like Virgil, what is he gonna do? Put up 500,000 and tell somebody to match it? Like,
Weekend did it.
yeah, but I mean,
Meek,
again,
Meek did it.
somebody told him to match that.
Meek
50.
said, yo, Rolls Royce in my driveway, gave it up. Y'all turn. Match it. He did that.
Yeah, but we knew.
So you can do that.
No,
but you can. No,
you're right.
You can do it.
You're right. You absolutely right. But I'm just saying, I understood.
Don't post $50 and then say, yo, trying to inspire you niggas that's broke.
No, you're right. You're right.
Read the room.
You're right. You're right.
Read the room, buddy. No, I'm sorry. You can't do that.
He didn't read the room.
You can't post $50. Oh, man. Y'all want to get into all the people that they're canceling?
It's a cancel list going on.
Do you
now?
think? Well, first, do you think Virgil? I mean, do people really get canceled? But
No,
do you
they
think
not.
this will affect Virgil at all?
No, he's gonna put out a new carpet at Target. Some nice
Yeah.
quote on it, and people are gonna go crazy for it.
No, I don't think that this will affect Virgil because I think Virgil and whoever came up with some cool shit, serviced it to all of the fucking hippie, nerdy, geeky fucking kids that spend money, and then sold it. And then remained the black face so that the company could continue to thrive and flourish. Nasty. Now, the plan most times,
Make
you want to build some shit and sell it.
Yeah.
It's the plan. But the consumer facing for me is nasty.
I get it.
That's it. Just my opinion.
No, I get it.
At least he threw the 20 in the pot, though.
The 50?
No, didn't you throw 20,000 in after the fact?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean,
And he might be doing stuff away because don't get it twisted. A lot of celebs do things
Quietly,
They quietly. They don't really like,
Virgil, I personally have nothing against you, but if you think I'm going to miss an opportunity to get these jokes off about you donating
Oh no, he
$50,
got
That's hilarious.
He had to know the
That's
jokes.
happening.
Yeah, he had
That's
to know the
hilarious.
I'm sorry, buddy. You don't know me, but my sense of humor is warped, and that's really funny to me. I'm
jokes.
getting it off.
He had to know.
And-
I'm sorry.
That
it's no,
shit's
it's not
hilarious.
the donating 50. It was the post. It was throwing up that I donated $50 and then asking people to match it. It was funny.
I agree.
He should have put donate in quotes.
Oh, that's coming.
He should have put donate in quotes.
That's coming.
Yo, when they started posting how much his socks cost,
I'm just saying when you look at it like that,
For what it is. Yeah.
y'all look really stupid wearing the shit in quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
in all caps.
And with bread ties on your sneakers. I was never a fan of the bread ties on the sneakers.
I'm a
No,
fan
it
of
was
it
good
if
shit.
somebody black came up with it. But looking at the picture of all the white people, I'm not wearing bread ties around my. It's a different symbolism now. It's a whole different vibe now. Sorry, Virgil, to that.
Virgil Abloh.
Lana Del Rey, who just last week was talking all this shit, she addressed culture.
God.
Just a few weeks ago, she addressed culture.
She back at it?
You jealous? She stated it.
She didn't state. She addressed. She said, hey, I have a question for culture. And now she's posting all the looting vids.
Oh, God.
And she got chin checked by Kaylani and Tanaje.
Good.
Bitch, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm just looking at everybody that has made a dime off of a black back. I'm just looking.
You know what I like about this moment
just
though?
looking.
I like seeing the celebs, like the white celebs. I like seeing them walk on eggshells right now. Like there's some satisfaction in that for me. Like you could tell who's scared to say something and who's like they say something and they hope it's received the right way. I mean, to me it's funny because it's like, fam, it's simple. Just speak out. Either you're with the people or you're against the people.
Where is Madonna's son to dance us through this madness? How come y'all don't think that's as funny as it is? Honestly.
Madonna's son?
Yeah. Did y'all see? Y'all couldn't have seen it. Did you?
I saw it, yes.
See, that's that white nervousness. You can laugh at this.
Yeah.
That's that white nervousness.
you
I'm talking
fucking
about, man.
right it is.
I was just talking about that. Like, that's funny to me. Like,
You
see white
fucking
people
right.
now, they kind of walking on eggshells. But he had to know he looked crazy doing that, though.
Come on, Rory, do the shit.
You asked me to dance?
Hey. The Kappas did it. You dance, nigga. Yeah. Do it for work. Yo, young Rory, I'm gotta give you the story. For Jersey. That didn't go well with your haircut.
Mike was getting his shit off, wasn't he?
Yo.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yo, look at Madonna's son. Yo, hey, actually, a few fuck yous real quick. I see all you niggas out there saying I dress like the undercover cops at the protest. I see it. But read the room. Now's not the time for me to reply. But I'm coming back. Also, I see you niggas that keep adding pump it up to every damn thing with somebody dancing.
That one was really good, though.
Nah, but they gotta
That
chill
was
out.
really good.
You seen, homie? That cop didn't give a fuck about pump it up.
You don't think he killed the crumb dance?
They didn't care about pump it up at all. Hey. Look what Madonna has this black kid doing in the house.
That's sick.
He could have just put shoes on, is all I'm saying.
I mean, Madonna may have clean floors.
Well, go outside and do that.
I don't even like Madonna's kitchen.
You shouldn't be dancing
Word.
like that.
Madonna should not have that kitchen.
Look how the dog was looking at him, though. Like,
You
look
your
nuts.
ass down. I ain't gonna crack on him because I think he's like 14 or something.
He looked 27.
Get
She
cracked on?
raising a hybrid nigga in there.
Oh, my God.
That nigga, she raising a fucking 50-year-old, 14-year-old. This nigga fucking moves his fluid. Rory, am I being insensitive right now? You want me to
you're
shut
not.
up?
No, you're
Savon, are you tagging this? Oh, God,
No, this is
gotta
fine.
erase that. Shut the fuck up. How about that?
Yo, the T-shirt tucked into the jogger pants is crazy. though.
That's the new wave, though.
No, it's not.
That's the new wave.
You freaking this shit for Massa. Look.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody else did something stupid, too. What was it? Miss Argentina? One of them.
Oh, I think I saw
Miss,
it.
It was Miss something in the universe.
Miss
Malaysia,
fucking
maybe.
I think it was
Kansas.
Malaysia.
Yeah, Miss Kansas.
Miss Kansas. Miss Kansas
know
might
Miss
be fire. She was over there giving it up on IG story. She was saying that black people, you'll be fine. You chose to be black. She went on her Casanova shit. This shit went over your head. You don't understand. And then went on to say, I'm so spiritual that I think black people chose it to be black and how they want to be treated.
Holy shit.
You chose to be born as a colored person in America for a reason. To learn a certain lesson is a quote
Jesus Christ.
from Miss Malaysia. And of course, this this is to the ones who understand this level and state of mind. Not for everyone. Everyone grows at a different rate.
Yeah, I hate when people do that.
This
Yo,
That's unbelievable.
No,
everyone ain't
she
even
goes,
gonna get
accept it
this.
as it is. Till now, hunger and poverty still exist. It is what it is. It's inevitable. Best you can do is remain calm, protect heart, and don't allow it to crumble. That's your responsibility.
Holy shit.
You chose to be born as a colored person in America It's absolutely crazy.
That is
For a reason,
Somebody
to
say
learn
that?
a certain lesson.
Like,
to learn a lesson is
Yeah.
sick. You are a sick, depraved individual, Miss Malaysia.
But she went on after, because I went through the whole shit, and she was saying that she's so spiritual that we're not going to get it, that she knows that that's what happened.
I don't get it.
You're not on that spiritual level.
I guess.
Maul, can you tell us about the time you chose to be a person of color?
Yeah, I was in my dad's ball sacks back in 81, and I was in there with everybody else. Like, you know what? I want to be colored.
Even though your father...
Was colored. Yeah, but I chose to be. It's a difference. He didn't have a choice. I did.
Got you.
Yeah. This is what's going on out here. This is how people thinking, man.
Now I'm thinking back to what's the Ben Stiller movie, Zoolander, when they talking about the killing the senator of Malaysia. Keep it third eye woke. They was controlling everything in Zoolander.
So are they stripping her of her title as a result of this? Or?
Probably put a crown back on her head.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't Trump own Miss Universe? Am I making that up?
He was
One
involved
of those
with them.
pageants.
Yeah, several maybe.
What?
Nasty Don.
Nasty Don. We've seen the docs.
I don't know what he's doing.
And Anonymous came back on Twitter.
Oh, they back.
I believe all of it.
Back.
I do
believe
too.
every word of it. Every last word of it. I believe it. Anon is Anonin. Anon is back Anonin. They came back with the scream mask and they dropped receipts.
Yeah.
I love when people come with receipts of things. How do these people get these things? Also, I've been shocked at TMZ's silence during all of this.
Shocked at what?
Oh, yeah, you guys don't have the black tea now, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't really know how we're feeling now out there, huh?
Yeah.
Don't have the autopsy reports before somebody dies now, huh?
Right.
It's just interesting.
That
Just
part.
interesting to
Facts.
watch where people
No,
stand.
but it is interesting to, like you said, Joe. And that's the thing. We can't, because my mom said something to me this week, and that was it stuck with me. And she was like, as just in nature, black people, we aren't violent people, and we're very forgiving people. Like we get this violence from what we've been given. This is our reacting to violence, and a lot of the times, we speak out and we do things, but at the same time, we're very forgiving.
Yeah.
Like,
The most forgiving.
the most
You
forgiving
kidding me?
people. Like, as much as we've been through in this world and in this country, black people, we still have a heart. We still have compassion. We still love, because that's who we are at our core.
Well, to add to your point, Maul, for me, a huge part of why we're here in this exact state is we've seen too many parents of murdered black men, and the brothers of murdered black
them.
men come out and say, "We forgive you."
Right.
And I am with that. I know
Right.
that's not
Right.
common, but
That's how we were
my
raised,
theories
though.
on forgiveness are different. So I'm with that. But black people are saying, "Fam, enough of
Right.
forgiving
Right.
now. Now it's pick a side."
Right.
Like, no, we've done enough
Because
of
we
that.
tried that. We went that route.
We tried peace. We've tried forgiveness. We've tried. I saw a tweet that said, "Yo, black people are literally saying, 'Hey, you're killing us,' and white people are chiming in, 'Yeah, but.'"
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that really put everything just in perspective
No, them saying
for
peacefully
me. I don't
protest.
underand what the argument is.
Them saying
what I'm saying.
peacefully
There's no
protest.
gray
You should be
area
protesting
anymore in this
peacefully when Kaepernick got blackballed for protesting.
And let me
peacefully.
let white people know, at the risk of being fucking killed, I would feel this way if this were happening to white people repeatedly.
Right.
I feel this way when I see a cat die.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
and to the point Maul just made, I was thinking over the weekend, just knowing the amount of Irish people I know and Italian people I know, I'm like, yo, if any of this ever happened to an Irish or Italian person, Irish and Italian communities would wild the fuck out.
Absolutely.
Like, the whole weekend, I'm like, yo, if this was happening, this whole city would be burnt to the fucking ground at the way our communities are so aggressive and angry all the time.
Right.
Imagine if this happened.
Let the police kill a Hasidic Jew in Crown Heights on Bensonhurst. Let it happen.
Yeah.
And watch what will happen.
For all the things y'all are saying, listen, a lot of things, the longer we live, the more clarity we get here. Like, there is there is no such thing as black on black crime.
What do you mean?
I mean, when you pull up the stats, black on black crime is no different than white on white crime.
You kill who's in your
Asian
community.
or Asian on Asian crime, or any ethnicity against
crime,
any
crime happens amongst the community.
It's all more marketing. Like, and when we really realize that America is a business and a corporation and a company, and they treat it as such.
That was built on stealing and looting and violence and killing.
You know where everybody stands. That's why for me, and only for me personally, to keep some of my mental health intact, it's important for me to not tweet anything.
Yeah.
It's important for me to not Insta Live. It's important for me to not Instagram. I need to sit still. Like, that's what the pandemic gave to me. I told y'all months ago that the pandemic was preparation. The pandemic taught me sit down and do nothing. Sometimes when you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is nothing. And that's exactly what I have been doing, gathering my thoughts, gathering my fucking peace, gathering my sanity, because I wasn't joking when I said to Parks, it's been heavy. It's getting heavier.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think I'm one of the stronger people in terms of dealing with this type of, I won't call it paranoia because it's really happening, but the paranoia, the anxiety, all of the things that come with it when we're alone. Because, I mean, that's at the truth of the matter, too. Everyone has been dealing with being alone.
Yeah.
Right.
And whatever comes with that.
It's the
See, we don't know that because that's in
uncertainty, too.
confidence.
Right.
See, that's the stuff that's in confidence. So I guess my point is when you're dealing with the stuff that's in confidence, and we all are. We all are. We don't have to talk about it on our platforms. We all are dealing with different things personally. And you add that to the current climate, any climate,
Yeah.
and it gets tough. It does. It does. Y'all want to talk about Tokyo Jets getting canceled?
I don't know who or what
who
that
is
is.
that?
Me neither.
Oh, okay.
Me neither.
Bye.
But
Oh, so she's
But what I'll say is, I mean, I know of this person. This is T.I.'s artist, I assume.
Okay.
But this person is on the list of hip hop I'm disqualified to talk about. I don't know who Tokyo Jets is. I've never followed her.
never
I know
heard the
nothing
name.
about. I know nothing about this person. But what I do know is that when people die, it's a lot of y'all on the internet that post something to make it about you. What I do know is people say a lot of really offensive things when they're in the comfort of their home and their friends. And that's what happened with this Tokyo Jets girl. She was talking to her friend. She said, I'm a George Floyd Jew. It was recorded. She maybe didn't know it was recorded. And she lost however many millions of followers seemingly within the matter of hours.
Wow.
So, yeah, now is not the time to get canceled. Because now, you know, Maul says all the time that the state of the country is hypersensitive. But when we all are hypersensitive, it's hyper-sensitive.
Yeah.
right.
That's not a word. It's not a phrase, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not the time there's like a community of people that are rushing to speak. They're rushing to share a thought. They're rushing to share support. Right now, I don't think is the time to rush to do anything, I think is what the pandemic taught us.
At least you can't rush and not be supportive in a proper way. Rushing with yeah buts. It's not the time to rush to a yeah but.
Right.
It's not the time to rush homeboy that said Rosa Parks should have took a cab. It's
Right.
not time. It's
Right.
not time.
Yeah, with her, like I said, I don't really know who she is like that either. But my thing about her saying that, even in the comfort of your own home, is you know what's going on. Like, you know what's going on in the world right now. You know what's going on in your country. You know you're black. I think she has a son. So it's like, you even making that joke is like why is that funny to you? You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
I've
Like,
seen
why
some-
is that? You could have just said, "Yo, I'm gonna choke you." It's simple as that.
I don't even think you should say
Because
that
whoever
right
she
now.
was talking to, she was play choking him like, yo, stop playing before I choke the shit out. She could have said that. But for you to go and say his name, it's like, okay, you know what you're doing now. Like that was a conscious, you knew what you were saying.
They got rid
And that's
of
the problem.
her.
And now you want to cry on camera because you see the backlash and people unfollowing you. Because you know people love attention is the biggest drug on the planet.
Right.
So now you know your attention that you want. You see people they're unfollowing you. So now you want to cry and make videos. Like I don't feel sorry. I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I don't feel sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't feel sorry for that.
For her. No, not at all. Who else did they can? They canceled B. Simone allegedly for whatever she was talking about.
I missed that one. I really didn't know what happened with that.
From what I saw, she was suggesting that her Christian values have her conflicted with some of the protesting going on. And which people replied with, "You be talking about sucking dick on Twitter. What are you talking about?" I'm just reporting what I saw. I
Again, like Joe said, man, right now ain't the time.
Read the room. Read
People
the
upset.
room, people.
People are upset. Rightfully so. I mean, you gotta. If you're not in on this right now, you looked at as the ops.
You are the opposite.
It's that simple. If you're not in on this and you're not supporting this and you're not supporting effective change,
No.
you the ops. It's that simple.
No. See, that's what I mean about. It's real simple. We are surrounded, and when I say we, I'm talking to you and Savon and Alex. We are surrounded by the ops. When you go in the bank, it's the ops. When you fucking split from your family, it's the ops. The fucking, when you go to invest, it's the ops. The school system is the ops. The ops are everywhere. When the cops are the ops, everywhere is the ops. Everywhere. If you are not acknowledging the state that we are in and have been in for however long, listen, I try not to start doing all the calculations and numbers and all that just because it's easier on my soul. But segregation and all that shit just became illegal in 1968. That's 12 years before me. 12 years, not very long. I joke about Rory all the time of us having a 12-year or however many year difference. Like, all that, you wasn't outside, you don't know about this, you don't know about that. But the people that were alive for some of this stuff, like, this is our view.
Lifetime.
This is our viewpoint, and we only have 40 years here.
Right. Like our parents went through that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like my mom went through that. Like literally.
Like yesterday, I was in my house and I'm crying, looking at the phone, looking at all this bullshit because you can't help but to fucking shed a tear. And one of my thoughts was, oh, thank God, my grandma wouldn't believe this is going on. I took it back right away. Sure she would.
She went through
yeah.
Our grandmas are exactly the people that knew that this was coming.
and was supported. That's the thing I'm saying. A lot of older people, they're supporting this. They understand. They're like, listen, the younger people, this is what y'all supposed to do.
I want some of them white groups with the bats that's trying to protect the police to like do it like in some of the urban areas.
They won't. They know better.
That's what I want.
They know better.
Y'all would have to kill me.
They know better than that.
Let me tell the group of white men that were policing Philadelphia with bats that you would literally have to kill Joe Budden. I would die with my black pride and deem myself stronger than you living as a coward. You will have to kill me.
Come to the Bronx.
That will not happen.
Come to the Bronx with that. It'll turn you into a popsicle. Put that bat right up your ass and walk around with you right up the concourse on the end of that bat.
But you know they're not going to do that more.
No, hell no.
You know they're not going nowhere.
I
Nowhere
wanna-
near that.
I want to say rest in peace to David McCatty. Hopefully, I'm saying his name correctly. Louisville mayor fired. McAtee. Louisville's mayor fired the city's police chief after learning that officers' body cameras were not activated when David McCatty, the owner of a local restaurant, was killed after police and National Guard troops shot toward protesters early Monday morning. David McCatty, most known for feeding the community and the police sometimes for free, murdered, gunned down, and he was not protesting. I want to say rest in peace to that man. I want to send my prayers, love, and condolences to that man's family. I saw the mother of another murdered black man go all the way to Minneapolis, and the reporter asked her, hey, why did you come all this way to Minneapolis? I think she was from L.A. And that strong black woman said, when I heard George Floyd say, mama,
Right.
I immediately started crying. Immediately started crying. Because, I mean, how could you be a black person and not feel that? I felt that when I heard it. I didn't even see the video. And I heard him calling for his mother. The same thing I envisioned myself doing in that situation.
Absolutely.
Let me say goodbye to my mom. She said, when I heard him scream out mama, he asked for the mothers. So I'm here.
Right.
I am here from California as a senior because he asked for the black mothers to be here. I don't know how you could hear something like that and it not strike a chord with you. And if it does not, then you know what side of the fence you stand on.
Absolutely.
To anybody who is having a hard time understanding what white privilege is, here's another video that I clicked on Instagram and immediately started crying. During my cigarette break, my mom and my mom's friend was at my house. I was outside just smoking, and I clicked on something that had me crying, and then my mom walked over, and I didn't want to cry in front of her, but I couldn't stop it. But it was a video of this white man and a few black kids and a bunch of white kids in a park, and he was holding up a $100 bill, and he said, hey, we're going to race for this $100 bill.
I think I posted that video.
Did you?
Yeah.
That video made me weep.
Me too.
Yeah, I saw that.
The guy said, we're going to race for this $100 bill. I'm going to say a few statements. If they apply, you take 2 huge steps forward. And then he rung off a whole bunch of shit that only applies to white people, as in private schools, both your parents, not being in jail. And he gave a long speech afterward. And yeah, tear show, cried. Couldn't hold it. Like some of the stuff that we're seeing out here, like if you have a heart at all, like that's my point. That's my point. Like, outside of the business of America, humans.
Yeah. It's a human thing.
Yeah.
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 Just a human thing.
I had a point I was leading to. I don't fucking remember now.
I mean, but even down to the human thing of who you see is in charge, because the chief of police in Los Angeles, when he made his statement of saying that George Floyd's murder, the protesters are just as responsible as the police officers that murdered him.
I don't know if white people be hearing themselves.
And then, no. And then said, I know that's a bold statement. He doubled down on it. And then went on after everyone killed him for it and said, oh, my words were incorrect. I didn't mean to say that. You doubled down on it. You said, I know that's a bold statement. How could you as a human even mutter those words to a camera?
Even think them.
Well, they have the clip out now that's circulating of the police officers' dispatch radio, where they're telling each other to roll over people with cars that are protesting.
Yeah.
That has been leaked.
We've seen them do it.
Yeah, we've seen them do it, but they should stop. I also saw a video of a cop being ran over last night.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like my heart, I'm not one of the
But see,
people
Joe, even in the
that
midst-
feel better
Even in the
when
midst of
people are harmed.
Right. Even in the midst of that, you see how
That man has a family.
Right. You see how you compassion, human. It's not
Yes.
even about color. Like you just went straight to like I don't want to even see that. And as black men, we're being targeted. But even in knowing that we're being targeted, and black women too, even in us knowing that we're being targeted, we still don't want to see others hurt. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the core of our people. We're just compassionate, loving, caring people by nature. When you see us being violent, understand and know that that is a reaction. That is built up aggression. That is years of trauma. That is years of seeing things, your friends, your family being murdered and being slaughtered and being locked up for nothing and sitting in jail for 20 years and then them saying, oh, we wrongfully convicted you. Sorry, here's $1 million.
Everything that we learned from y'all.
Right. Right.
The stealing, the raping,
Right.
the murdering, whatever you name that you people like to typecast black people for, we learned from here.
Exactly.
It's American culture. I'm not waiting on this time to say that. I've said that for a few years here on this podcast. Like, don't start pulling out your moral high grounds now when we're on this ground.
Right.
This ground was built on a few things.
America is built on if you're given the least amount, you take it. So when it comes to black people in America in 2020 that have been given the least for hundreds of years, what do you expect the result to be after your ancestors did the same thing and built us up to where we are now in controlling America? What do you think black people are going to do?
Yeah.
It's important for me to let the creators out there know that there are Fortune 500 companies that have huge bets on your capabilities that their company's next 10 years are contingent upon if we want to start talking about where true power lies. I'm going to say that again. There are people out there, creators, who are largely responsible for the bigger picture, for the dollar, for the dollar and these companies. And I'm a little off of, like I keep saying, the consumer facing. Because as I've said to Maul last week, black people, we lack political power. We lack capital. We lack respect. There's a few things that we lack. Check this out. When the government tried to government with the internet, they lost. Know why? Because the internets have power. Y'all need the internet. Y'all couldn't even crack some cases. Y'all was trying to get niggas to bust open every iPhone.
Right.
Like, that's what was happening when the government went against the internet. You don't have more money than the internet, and you don't have more power than the internet. Y'all are going to lose. Know what that means? You bow down. Come to an agreement. Settle. Black people, we should know what the word settle means. Some of us have taken pleas that we shouldn't have taken. So, yeah. When I start talking that shit, Fang, Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, all of them. Don't black a picture.
Right.
Don't black a picture. Make a call. Make a call. Hove got to call 90 million people and rally us all together so they could acknowledge us. These other niggas make one call. Political shit is enforced. Parties is moving. Policies being wrote up, disrupted. Like, that's what I mean by, like, power. And until we get it, and we should work on a way to get it, we're going to need people who we fund to speak for us. And if they're not willing to speak for us or help fund us, then why are we here? And why am I loaning my business to you? It has got to feel really bad today to be a Nick. Maul, it's so serious, I'm not going to ask you to call a Nick right now. Because there's no point. I know how it feels to be a Nick right now. With James Dolan coming out after a black man has been murdered by our fucking public servants telling us about his business practices in Madison Square Garden. As a black man, I have to imagine that it's similar to how Chris Paul and them niggas felt when Donald Sterling came out.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of y'all black people out there are working for companies, places, and conglomerates that you know what time it is. I cannot imagine that it feels good is what I'm saying. So what has to happen? What can we do? I'm probably never going to say I'm a Knicks fan after this, by the way.
I don't blame you.
But
This was insane.
I feel like that about the Giants too, by the way.
But we've seen this.
The Morris.
Yeah, we've seen this from Dolan with the whole Oakley situation. Like, we saw that.
With Spike.
With Spike. We know where he stands. This is not...
Man, we could shut the Garden down in an hour.
That's a fact.
We could shut the Garden down in 1 hour. We could stop all that sellout for bad team shit.
And see, Joe, that's why, to your point of power, that's why I didn't agree with you. We do have the power. Yeah, together. We just lack together. We lack togetherness.
No. We agree then.
Right.
Yes. We are powerful.
Absolutely.
We have not attained our power.
Right.
Yeah, we're powerful people. No, you ain't got to tell me that.
Right.
Where do we want to go from here? Come on, talk for man long. Come on, somebody give me something.
I do want to ask you two
Get these things,
how you guys felt about some of the videos of the police officer in Flint that was for the peaceful protests, and cops that have been kneeling and cops that have been marching.
I'm not
with
against
the
police.
protesters. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm suggesting. I was conflicted during the weekend, wondering if that was to save face, if it was genuine. I was curious what you two felt about the cops that have been very vocal.
I know plenty of good cops.
Yeah,
Rory. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
about to say, I
know plenty of good cops. I have family.
Yeah, me too. I have a
That
lot
are
of friends.
officers.
Yeah.
Like, my stance is by no means an admonishment. Is that a word?
Close enough.
I
Admonish.
think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Abolish.
They never try to look. Savon and Alex.
Admonish.
Look, I hate these niggas.
Savon said, "What's that? A-E? What? How you spell that? How you spell that? A-E?
Savon, you gonna hey, when the world get right, you are fired.
When the world get right."
Because you can't
You
spell.
are getting
Better
out
watch the
of
spelling
here.
bee.
Nah, listen. Hey, yeah, you better watch
Me and
it.
Joe told you gotta watch the shit.
Listen, my stance is not in correlation with all police.
No.
Please, it is not. Listen, I've been pulled over plenty of times and was looking for the good black cop.
Absolutely.
Like, this is not not all of anything is everything.
Yeah.
And I might have fucked that quote up, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I stand by that.
No, it's the same thing with
I'm talking to the
protesters and looters
racists.
as that.
I'm talking to the Klan members that make their position clear. I'm talking to the people that are holding up the Confederate flags. I'm talking to the people that, the stop and frisk people, the people that, y'all know who we're talking to.
I would like to see more policemen take a stance and take a knee and march with the protesters, though. I would like to see that. I do like seeing it. Whether it's phony or not, it's a sign of good faith, at least.
It's a message that certainly needs to be out there.
For me, I can't call it phony or not because
We don't know.
what city is it happening in is how
It happened in Queens,
is
it
how
happened
is how
in-
I gauge.
Yeah, it happened right on Jamaica
Jersey, I
Avenue.
think, too, right?
Like, listen, when all this Minneapolis shit happened, one of the first things I said was, "Fuck, I love Minneapolis.
Great city.
I fucking love Minneapolis. God
Somebody
damn it.
tweeted that Minneapolis is that quiet dude in the corner that you don't know have hands until the fight break out.
No, Minneapolis is dope, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
It's really dope.
And
So
I thought
it's-
about a lot of people were saying, like, if, rest in peace, if Prince was here, he would definitely be outside in Minnesota with the people. And I never,
without
that was never even a question in
Prince
my
would
mind.
cast a spell and end this. If you think Prince got this happening around
Yeah.
Paisley Park, you got him all the way twisted. Yeah. But back to my point. What cities is this happening?
I saw it,
like when Homeboy came forward and said, whatever that was, the mayor of in Mississippi, a mayor in Mississippi. When he said whatever he said, yeah, Mississippi, nigga, I get it. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't but so much talking you about to do. Like, a few of the people in some of these red states,
In
I see
Michigan,
how they giving it up.
That police officer was.
huh?
In Michigan, specifically in Flint, but that's a state that's not very welcome with that type of behavior. And I thought that cop was great for.
Some of these
enthusiasm.
other police officers that have been fucking assigned to the urban area for mad long, that are surrounded by us. Some of them know how to deal with us.
Yeah.
Like, and that's been, look at this guy. I love this guy. I love
Yeah,
that speech
Chris
he
Swanson,
gave.
Yeah, Chris Swanson.
What's his name?
Chris Swanson.
I love that
He's
speech.
a sheriff, yeah.
It was, but where?
Flint, Michigan.
Up. What do you know? Flint knows how to communicate with people. Put people around each other. They're going to have to learn how to talk.
And clearly involved with the community. I think that's part of the other thing that's missing, man, with the police state. A lot of these police officers are not from the communities
Absolutely.
that they're
Yep.
policing. And that should not
Or
be the
for
case.
the community. Yeah, or
Even if you're not
for-
from there, if you're for it there.
And I think there's, because we had talked about that last episode, I think there's baby steps in doing that. Because I know to just make every police officer from that county or that neighborhood would be a difficult thing. But there can be a role in a police station of someone that maybe isn't even directly a cop, but a community member that is very in touch with the community
Right.
and with the police force. That can at least make people aware that have lived in that community for so long how to police that community.
Yeah.
If you are confused about what white privilege is, there are some white people listening right now that are tired of hearing us talk about all of this shit.
So,
Fuck them.
I think, and the bigger thing too, I think on a scale just of us, Joe, our people, I think we need to start policing our own communities. You know what I mean? Like, I think we need to start holding down our own communities. Shit that's going on that we don't want in our community, get rid of it. It starts with us. Like, I'm always with it starts with us. Because if we're telling you we don't want this in our community, the police they don't even matter around here because we controlling this.
Right.
Like, I remember growing up, God bless dude on my block, Ace, he was the dude that ran the neighborhood. He wouldn't let anybody sell drugs in my neighborhood. Like, that was just, it was not happening. And I grew up right around the corner from one of the biggest weed spots in the Bronx.
Oh, you couldn't get money.
But on my block,
no
it
wonder
wasn't
you had a
happening.
podcast.
Say like
No, it wasn't happening on my block. He wasn't doing that. But that we need guys like that. We need people like that to take back these communities and say, nah, we're not doing that here. Because if you just want somebody to pick up the phone and call 911 to some random person that ain't never been on this block, and he just come in here and he got a gun on him, it's like, we don't know what he's liable to do with this.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it starts with us. We need to start policing ourselves.
No, I agree with you. If you are confused as to what white privilege is, if Maul and I had a gun with a black body on it, we would be trying to dispose of it, never to be seen again. George Zimmerman auctioned his gun off for $250,000 with a black body on it. Just in case you're confused.
Do they announce who bought it?
No.
I'm sure they didn't.
No, they did not.
Yeah,
I'd love to know whose fetish that was.
absolutely.
Some
That's
sick
why I asked that.
shit.
That's some sick
That's
shit.
Look at Zimmerman's fetish.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't say rest in peace to James Scurlock, who was killed in Omaha in a protest.
Yes.
A bar owner shot him, accused him of trying to break into the bar. Apparently, the bar owner has a history of some racist practices, not letting black people in the bar.
That must have been a pub.
It probably was a pub.
Hive Bar and Gatsby Bar in Omaha.
Gatsby, that sounds...
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
the Gatsby pub.
In Omaha's Old Market neighborhood.
Omaha, yeah. Omaha. See what I mean?
Yeah. Well, rest in peace
Rest in
to
peace.
him. From my understanding, the killer was let free on
Self-defense.
Self-defense. He was defending himself. Yeah.
They did arrest 6 police officers in Atlanta that assaulted Messiah Young and Tanaya Pilgrim, who were just driving their car after a protest or during a protest, whatever it may
that
be.
video was nuts.
The video was insane.
Because they were
Smashed
out
the
after
car.
the curfew, allegedly.
But then there was a
And it
car
was-
of white people right in front of them that they didn't
yeah.
touch.
They didn't bother.
But 6 officers were arrested for excessive force. So, I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
And we're still waiting on the arrest of the other 3 officers involved in the George Floyd case.
Yeah.
Yes. Which way I'm not sure what's taking them so long, but again, this is America.
Then you're sure what's taking them so long.
Yeah.
Even in the medical examiner's report, they were saying how the other officers putting their body weight on him contributed to his...
Absolutely.
And his parents were saying, listen, if you found enough reason to fire the officers, then why haven't you found enough to charge them?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just simple shit that don't need to be unpacked.
And let's be clear,
And
you know,
the
we're
tactic. Go ahead, Mo.
we're seeing things now, you know, with protesting and rioting and things like that. But let's not forget that, you know, what are the chances that if all these officers are charged, what are the chances that they're all found not guilty? Then what does the country do after that?
It's a high chance.
Riot some more.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just saying, let's be prepared for that as well.
I don't think this country can afford a few months of rioting straight. Like, that's my only issue with the rioting. Actually, let me not say that. I don't want to get arrested on air. I don't like the rioting. I don't dislike it either.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, my only issue is it don't happen long enough for them to actually acknowledge some shit.
Right.
Like we go fuck some shit up for 2 weeks and then we
back to
head
normal.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
And then the same shit we taught. Now we got to go to these places and apply for a job.
Yeah, no. It's too many names. It's too many names. It's too many murders. Now's not the time for more of the same.
And a list just came out of all of the companies that are in support of a re-election for Donald Trump. Guess we'll read off a couple names. McDonald's.
No, read off all the names.
Yeah, all of them.
Oh, everyone.
Encouraged
McDonald's,
to
Classic
shop
fish fillet. I fuck with y'all, but now it's fuck y'all.
I've been off the Big Mac.
Yeah, Snapchat. Ben deleted
Ben
that.
ain't open
Ben
that.
deleted that.
Pizza Hut.
Oh, come on. That's like Little
I'm from New
C's.
York. I
It's
eat
like
real
Little
pizza.
Caesars.
Yeah, no.
Same shit.
CVS, I'm
No,
disappointed
that
because
one
I
hurts.
fuck with y'all on the baby wipe tip, but
That
now I
one-
got to go to
that one hurts.
Walgreens. Taco Bell, never
Those are
ate
not
that
tacos.
bullshit.
Never,
Those are not real
yeah.
tacos.
No,
cool.
my stomach can't even take that
Home
anymore.
Depot, I didn't buy a
hurts.
house yet, so fuck y'all.
No, that one.
That one hurts a little bit.
Home Depot
There's
definitely
Boston
hurts.
As long as it ain't
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond, we like
Lowe's it is.
Yeah, fuck it.
I fuck with Lowe's. That's cool.
Yeah, fine.
KFC.
Ah, man, they monopolized chicken. God damn it.
And I see Chick-fil-A on that list.
Ah! Well, Chick-fil-A I always thought was white people chicken.
First of all,
Yeah.
since Popeye's open, when y'all went to KFC?
Good
Yeah.
point.
It's true.
Good point.
Like, it's not even comparable.
Formula One, we never fucked with y'all anyway.
Yeah.
no.
I don't even like NASCAR.
IHOP.
Ben, stop hopping.
Yeah, it's
cool.
brownstone pancakes for us
Yeah.
anyway.
That's a fact.
With Wendy's, damn, man. Chicken
Don't-
sandwich is
yeah,
classic.
Don't skip over that WWE.
WWE, now UFC.
WWE? Yeah,
Sorry.
we've been off that.
Tell that
Yeah.
to Griselda
Yeah.
and Wale.
Wendy's, damn. You know, what we gonna get
all
out?
these black dudes running around supporting this racist shit. Shut the fuck up.
Does
Does that say
WWE
Marvel?
Huh?
Does that say Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a wrap.
Damn, I can't watch Avengers no more. That's
Never
it.
watched it.
Damn, Stan.
Captain America just gave his shield to the black dude.
I never trusted Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr.
We never knew what Carl Sr. did.
No. I could tell when a white person just pick a black name and run.
Yeah.
Carl Jr. Nah, nigga.
Papa John, we been off him anyway.
Sorry.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
he
with
made
him?
his stance clear early.
In and Out, those burgers are way overrated.
In and
Super
Out,
trash.
Ben trash.
Yeah,
Super
not fuck with
trash.
them. Lola organic tampon. That's for the ladies. Organic tampons.
I don't buy
Shot
my
them in
bitches
Phil.
organic tampons.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
NASCAR, White Castle.
I was joking about NASCAR and Formula One. Of course, I mean, who
Yeah.
didn't think NASCAR would be on this
Yeah,
list?
word.
Yeah.
White
what are
Castle's
these?
a wrap.
Chicago
White Castle.
Cubs.
Cubs.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Damn, I
Cubbies.
can't give the fucking White Castle my 69 cents no more.
You got to slide elsewhere.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Giants. What you gonna do, Joe? The
Oh,
Giants.
shit,
Giants.
you're still going?
Yeah.
I told you I ain't fucking
page
with
two.
look at
It's
the
only
Knicks.
page two.
Look at
yeah.
the Knicks.
Giants,
Knicks,
Jets,
Bitch
and-
ass Knicks.
And the Rangers.
the
Goddamn.
Giants, Milk Bar, fuck you. Momo Foku, no Momo, fuck you.
Fuck you, Momo.
Yeah, fuck you, Momo.
Oh, wait.
LLB, we've been off you.
Sorry,
Oh,
Joe.
try
Here you
it.
go, UFC.
Oh, UFC, there
Well,
you go.
there goes that.
Joe Rogan.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one and the same. Coors Brewing, we not
Yeah, I want to hear
fucking with Joe.
You know
Rogan's
he's
take
drinking
right
no
now.
Coors.
I do want to
Yeah.
hear Rogan's take
Now,
right
Rogan
now.
said that 100 million was nasty.
I know.
He hated that got out. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
I said, I know.
I know.
I know, Joe. I know. Yulene, I don't know what that is.
New Balance.
Damn,
New Balance
Rory.
hurts for
Rory,
me.
what you got on your feet right now?
I have on Adidas,
Okay.
which was vocal.
No.
Okay.
No, New Balance hurt me.
Hobby
I
Lobby?
like New
I don't
Balances.
know what Hobby Lobby is.
No,
What do you mean Lobby?
Let's not just speed over that. Rory been coming in here wearing New Balances, y'all.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Damn, Rory, we got to throw all your shits out.
MAGA
You got to
Roar.
find a New Balance.
Yeah, you got to find a new. That was a good shot, Paul.
Hobby
kill me.
Lobby. That's Rory's lobby.
Yeah. ABC Supply,
Yep. That's
Shell
Rory's
Oil.
supply.
That's a fact.
Linden Tree, Home Shopping Network. We don't watch that
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm sorry.
Ford,
Damn,
no
Ford.
surprise there.
Five Fords.
Ford. No, not
Yeah.
Ford. Fuck.
I really wanted to.
Just wanted a F-5250.
GH Palm and Associates, Estee Lauder. Yeah, we not fucking with none of that. Givenchy.
Joe Malone is on that list.
Oh
though.
shit, Joe Givenchy. You can't do
Sorry,
your Marc
Joe.
Jacob Givenchy Louis shit.
Wait. Where? You
Oh,
see
damn,
that?
Joe Malone
I don't see
sucks.
it. I
Right there.
don't see Givenchy.
Right there.
I still don't see it.
God bless
Nah,
you.
you see it. Nah, you see it. You see it.
Damn, Dior, Givenchy,
All the
Marc
Joe shit.
Jacobs, Louis.
That's LVMH.
Oh, man.
But nah, don't act like Joe. You knew what time it was with designer brands already.
Never would have made it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what time
fuck.
it was already.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, at least McQueen ain't up there.
Damn, so Virgil gave us $50 and they supported Trump's re-election? See? You
I
know
mean,
what I'm saying?
there
Virgil
was the
Abloh?
50 though.
No, Virgil might have to get out of here. We might have to get Virgil out of here.
This nigga Virgil designed a $15,000 LV coat. Gave you niggas 50.
Yeah, a little something light, keep the change.
Gave you a Verge.
And told you niggas keep the change.
Yeah, I bet. Let's see.
Yeah, so we not fucking with none of those no more.
Yeah,
none of
no,
those
that's all right.
companies. It's over. I bet not
Most
see
of
none
them,
of
I'm
y'all
not,
niggas.
yeah, I don't fuck with most of them anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not really gonna.
Well, they're all gonna come out and say that they also donated to the other side.
No, they're
because
gonna put
that's what most of these companies do.
They're gonna put the little same caption that everybody's been putting up.
That's the Verge that just dropped.
Are you on OnlyFans right now?
Hey. Off-White. We in here. Hey.
Is this Virgil sent?
What up, L? What up, V? What
What up, Yeezy?
Well played, Rory.
what word say?
I said, what up, Yeezy?
Rhyme there with the V. You know
What
I mean?
up, yay?
That doesn't rhyme with the V.
Damn, man.
Easy,
what's,
dude.
What's Maul gonna do now that he can't hit that Sunday service? Now that you can't get that service on Sundays?
I went one time, Joe.
Yo, while we here, can we laugh at Maul for a minute from the last podcast? Did y'all hear Maul get in his fucking fake pitch bag? Where he's like, all right, you guys, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for debuting this record.
Yeah, I got cursed out for
Don't hit my phone.
I did. They cursed me out for that shit. It's cool. It was only 2 days early. It's fucking bad. It was a light curse.
What was that part of the plan?
I hate when y'all don't jump Maul with me, man. Y'all heard that shit Maul said.
I heard it. I heard
It
it.
was, though. I
All
knew I was
right,
gonna
you
get cursed out.
guys, new future in St. John.
I-
I'm going to be admonished from the family.
Admonished.
That is the word of the day.
Yeah, nah, you about to get
I wasn't
admonished.
admonished.
Nah.
No. I'm
Can
still
never go
admonished.
back to Thanksgiving after this one.
I'm still admonished.
Oh, man. I've turned my notifications on Instagram. I've been having so much fun.
That sounds like a headache.
Yeah.
Word.
No, it's a secret. Like, I don't show the whole message. Like, who hit me?
Is it on your Finsta?
What did they say? My Finsta is the Joe Budden Pod Instagram, and that don't work.
It says my name.
That doesn't work. Why do y'all think I keep asking Alex for his phone? They don't know who the fuck Alex is. All right, let's see what else is important here. A few things are important. Let's see, Anon. Oh shit, Maul, come on, react. Lori Harvey said something.
What did she say?
Yo, this shit is sad, y'all.
Oh, that's right on brand. Yeah.
Yeah, she said
In and
something.
out. She don't say
right.
much.
She right.
She don't say
mean-
much. In and out.
She also
That's really what we needed, I think.
She also told people they were fucked up for rioting and ruining her friend's business, and then later it was revealed that her friends kind of did it themselves.
Did it themselves
Oh shit.
and got the insurance money.
I take it back.
And she kind of admitted to that, but whatever.
I mean,
Okay.
She fine.
That fixes all of that.
Hey, listen now.
Yeah.
She fine, goddammit.
Sit your cute ass down somewhere.
Let's see what else is important.
it's not just beauty with her.
Here, Rory.
Rory's stupid.
Did y'all hear the LL verse?
Yes, Joe.
Accidental racist?
We're LA. LA was getting at you niggas too.
Big LA?
You see, you ain't hear how he broke down to 1200. You ain't hear that part.
Oh no, I missed it.
You ain't hear how
Yeah, I didn't catch this verse.
For 400 years, you had your knees on our necks. A garden of evil with no seeds of respect.
Now Parks and Rory want to be quiet.
LA getting his shit off.
Talk about it, L.
You talking to y'all?
In America's mirror, all she sees is regret. Instead of letting blood live, they begging for bloodlet.
Talking to Rory.
Revenge is a
grandfather.
dish that's served on platelets. Transfusion of confusion, abusing our intellect.
Why all the old heads do that?
Transfusion, confusion. You know you gotta flip the words. Flip the syllables.
Nah, you gotta hit that oozing.
Yeah,
That's part of the reason
Miracle.
I'm anxious to go write a verse. I got to see if my shit is like this.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, nah, she's
am
coming.
I old
You ain't
head
that far
now?
removed. Nah, you're not that far
I
removed.
might hit
Nah,
him
you
with
might.
some
Nah.
transfusion and confusion.
Nah, please don't.
And the illusion.
Please don't.
And you abusing.
Confusing with syllables?
Come on, man.
Day still nice.
Come on, man. He's still nice.
What with a $1,200 check, even though $1,200 can make a meal stretch. My mama wasn't rich, but she earned my respect.
I feel bad.
Doing the crescendo with no music behind you is fucking insane.
The crescendo.
What is a crescendo?
No, that's a crescendo.
I don't know. But what is that?
It's when you go up.
Yeah, it's like you start low and then you.
Well, don't say that again.
It's a crescendo.
It was in the choir.
Yeah, Walt did the
I know
crescendo.
the crescendo when I hear the crescendo. That was a crescendo.
Say vestibule.
Okay, my bad.
That nigga said a crescendo.
It's a crescendo.
Yeah.
More never.
And when you go from loud to quiet, it's decrescendo. Come on, I just dropped jewels. Pick those up.
She made a little bit of money for a lot of blood, tears, and sweat. Jumping up and down on police cars, I'm vexed.
This nigga making me. He's startling me. LL is the man, but like this is too angry for me. That's my point about everything is tough today to like just take in because all this is real shit.
Yeah.
I knew it was real shit. That's how I know LL old head. Because the first two people to tell me about this LL verse, guess who? You guessed it, Mom and Dad.
They keep up on all the LL
Hear
shit.
Todd James give him
Todd James.
The third.
Did you hear?
You hear what Todd
Did you hear
said?
Todd give him a little taste of something? I didn't know how they was feeling, so I was just like, yeah, I heard it. They was like, he ripped.
He went off.
He went crazy. That was really good. I'm like,
Hip hop
I
need to get
feel
back
you,
to
Mom.
this.
I feel you, Mom.
After Chauvin killed George
All right.
They was trying to kill him earlier though.
He getting his shit off. He getting his shit off.
No, you gotta get. Listen, it's gospel at the Apollo.
No, you right. You right.
Nothing bad you can say about a verse that's talking about real shit going on. Got it. Hey, I knew something was wrong when academics started calling for social conscious music.
I'll be honest. It wasn't Lori Harvey speaking that really opened up what was really going on to me. It was Axe saying, yo, guys, I think it's time. We should have some conscious music out there.
I love that. He's right.
He's
right.
He's absolutely right.
Bad time for mumbling.
Yeah.
Bad time for mumble rap. Bad time for any rap that is not telling us what's going on in the state of the universe. It's just not the time for it, which is why the earlier thought I had was, boy, what a layup for Kendrick Lamar. That nigga Kendrick just goes away and shuts up and stays quiet until the world is in disarray. Then he comes and tells us. And we love it. We eat it right up. I'm waiting for it.
Well, that's because the world is always in a disarray.
That is true.
Yeah, but he wait till like peak disarray.
Yeah.
Like, all right, Punch. No more swimming pools now. Let's get real.
That song's like 10 years old.
Punch. Let the butterflies out.
Unleash the butterflies.
Unleashing butterflies is hilarious.
Tell Sis I'm about to go. Get her ready.
Notify schoolboy. Tell Jay I'm about to rock.
Tell Ab we're
It's
gonna
time
need
for the
some
soul.
let's give it to him.
Y'all are sick.
Whatever.
Super.
I'm serious though. Wait till Kendrick.
When is he supposed to drop?
Wait till Kendrick come out. All right.
I don't know.
Y'all playing. Hold
Didn't
on.
he announce something like on his
There's
Instagram
been
a couple
rumors
months ago?
of an album coming.
Kendrick has rumors every time he doesn't have an album out. There's rumors for
I mean,
an album.
that's true.
I didn't see anything, but I don't follow him on platforms because he doesn't tweet or post.
I think I do follow him, but I don't think he posts. So.
I'm always here for a Kendrick album. So
Absolutely.
now would be great.
I don't say nothing bad about Kendrick since this came out. It's just like, oh, wait a minute now. You can't cut it off when this come on. Hey, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Wait. I'm letting this rock for a minute. We about almost done, but I want to hear what Kendrick got to say. He smoked this. This let the rappers know to stop playing. Don't play with him. That's why Wale talking about J. Cole, not Kendrick.
Let's talk about this after.
Yo, this shit is so hard, man.
Crazy.
Yo,
Fuck with Kendrick, man.
this nigga did this shit here. Yo, this is my COVID song. Everything he's saying is what I be home saying. The world is ending. Listen, for many years, I've said I can make sense of suicide and I never expound on it because it's sick thinking that only I have. But the state of the world is what I mean.
Yeah.
I could easily see why somebody would not want to live in this.
Absolutely.
The end.
Please stay with us if you're thinking that way. I said, please stay with us if you're thinking that way.
I'm not.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying
And
in
anyone
general.
that may have
Yeah.
those
Oh,
feelings.
awesome, awesome. Yes, 100%. We need you. I know it's feeling hopeless right now, but I have to think things will get better. Things will get better. If you're feeling like that, stay with us. We need you. Yeah, this how I be feeling. Ain't nobody praying, man. Hey.
No, he spazzed on that.
OD.
He spazzed on the whole
nice.
album.
He gonna go crazy when he get back. He is. Y'all giving him all this shit
All
to
this
just look
shit
at.
to- oh, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It is. J.R. Smith, Maul, react.
I love it.
Me too.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Me too.
Love it.
Yeah.
Touch
I saw-
my
I
shit,
saw-
you get knocked
I
out.
saw-
It's a
I
perfect,
saw- I saw-
perfect equation.
I saw people trying to kill him just
No.
because it's cool to kill J.R. Smith,
No.
but I don't see it.
Yeah, no.
He
Don't
was
fuck my shit.
right. You I get it. Upset and JR's a black man. He has a right to be upset and outraged in this country more than anybody right now. But yeah, you don't just go around just fucking people's properties up, cars, homes, whatever. Like you don't do that.
No. You can do that, but you have to get away.
Well,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
you
why-
can
but this is
certainly
why
do
shouldn't
that.
You can
But
have
don't
a
be
blast.
surprised if
Yeah,
you get
this
knocked the fuck
defacing
out.
property.
This is why you shouldn't do that though, because then you get your head kicked in like a soccer ball. See,
See?
we're very peaceful people. This is all just a reaction. Black people are very peaceful. Very peaceful.
Oh, J.R. will never get a job now. Fam,
He's
he
chilling.
didn't have a job, number one.
Yeah, he's not.
Number one,
Don't do that.
he didn't have a job.
No, but don't do that.
No, but that's important in this. I could
Yeah.
fuck you up if I'm unemployed.
Yeah, still.
That's one. And two, just a day before this, he was riding bicycles with LeBron and Anthony Davis. I think as soon as the NBA resumes, he will have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that. The
No, J.R. Smith will have a
Lakers gonna
job.
go find. They're gonna go get J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Deion Wade, anybody that can play for cheap. Come on, let's do this. And they're gonna
Yep.
win it.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is not gonna have it any other way. Yeah, I'm not mad at J.R. Smith here either.
No. Can't be mad at JR for that. Actually, I support that.
Yeah.
Break my shit, I break your jaw. Serious.
What else is important here? Oh, the Wale tweet. That was funny. It's not important, but it was funny.
I'm sick of a lot of you acting like y'all Messiah was the only one outside. Suck my dick.
Read the first tweet.
Okay, J. Cole was out with Fayetteville. If that's not the dopest, I don't know what is. At Wale, make us proud. Hashtag DMV. And then Wale being a proud member of the DMV
You
area.
told that nigga, suck my dick.
He responded with, I'm sick of a lot of you acting like y'all Messiah was the only one outside. Suck my dick. End quote.
You know who he didn't say that to?
Who?
Just saying.
I feel like I'm going to learn you a lesson. just what I feel like.
All this chaos going on in the world, niggas still ain't say candy, man.
Nah, Candyman has not been said.
The one word niggas been saying nigger, fucking everything.
Scared to say
Order.
Candyman?
Yeah.
They will not say that
No.
Candyman word, boy. Let's see what else is going on. LL verse. Whitlock loses his job.
Bye.
That was like that's like reparations for a
Yeah,
day.
this was happening. This was something.
Yeah, I
that was
know y'all
happening.
fucked up out there, so we're going to get rid of Jason Whitlock for you. But that's the point, man. These dudes get with these corporations where they got to coon their life away, and if you don't coon properly, you be right back with us.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Whitlock's contract, let me just give clarity. Jason Whitlock's contract was coming to an end. He wanted more money. They didn't renew him. They let him go.
Okay.
So he is let go now. A lot of black people were rejoicing because Jason Whitlock has irresponsibly used his platform to defame and mischaracterize and misrepresent black men for a long time, i.e. Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
He just does a lot of the coon shit on FS1, which is Fox, and he didn't coon good enough because they let him go.
Yeah.
So a round of applause for that. I had a round of applause. I don't support people losing their jobs, especially at a time like now. But sorry, buddy. I have no empathy, sympathy, or compassion for Jason Whitlock. Actually, suck my dick. Fuck it. Gotta give it to him. Gotta give him a suck my dick. Anything else that we need to touch on? Need to. Hey.
Kurt Franklin and Fred
Never
Hammond
would have made it.
Versus was amazing.
Man.
2 weeks in a row.
It's amazing the timing of that too.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
I do like the artists being in the same room.
Yeah.
I mean, the
one
sound
stream.
quality is just unmatched when they're together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fred's voice, even though the audio was much crisper, to be able to sing like that on Instagram and it sound that good is insane.
Ain't no
Like from
cue
the
in
back
that.
of the room and shit. Like
Fred Hammond's voice is insane.
it's
Marvin
unreal.
Sapp's voice is insane. John P. Key's voice is insane. The gospel greats, their voice is insane. Mm-hmm. I really needed this Kirk Franklin Fred Hammond battle. I did. I'm not even gonna play myself and call it a battle because it was
No, it
not.
was not.
The last two, the two where they have been in the same room, and that was Beanie Man and Bounty Killer, right?
Yeah.
And Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond. They showed up and they showed out. And I walked some shit back. I came on here and said I was I didn't need but so many verses. And I may have misspoke because both of those celebrations came at a time where my soul needed it most.
Yeah.
Beanie Man Bounty Killer put on a show. The camaraderie that was on display after years and years of beef. I needed that pick-me-upper. I needed that feel-good. Again, back to me telling y'all earlier that I was fucked up and it's hard to find shit to feel good about. That was one of those things. Sunday night, as I was at one of my lowest stages, this battle started earlier Sunday night.
yeah,
This was
5
at
o'clock.
5, 6, 5,
was at 5.
somewhere around there. Okay. So I tuned in pretty early, and they put on a show, a pick-me-up clinic. Kirk Franklin called Ahmaud Arbery's mom, I want to say.
Yeah, it was his mother
T.D. Jakes came out and spoke.
at the perfect
They
time.
had all of these gospel greats along with their excellent great asses in there singing each other's songs. They weren't battling. Come on, Frederick!
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
That nigga Kirk, boy. Get him, Frederick!
Performer.
Kirk is a performer, man. That's a performer.
Yo, I slept on Kirk.
Yeah. he's
I
a
slept on
performer.
Kirk. Let me come in here and be the first to say it. I was aware that Kirk had written some things. And
Produce some things.
yeah, but I didn't know how far back he dated.
Oh yeah.
And he just as far back as Fred. But, I mean, none of it mattered.
Right.
It didn't matter because they both put on. They both put it on. I love the Can't Breathe Again shirt that Fred wore.
Yeah.
This was just done really well. I hope they continue to do it with the gentlemen in the same room.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
I want to thank Swizz and Timberland along with God for just the timing. The timing of this. This was it. I'm turning this up for a minute. I might have played a lot of music on this podcast, but music soothes the soul.
Indeed.
Yeah, I might have to go home and give him a little gospel set tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I've been playing gospel ever since this battle. Not just because of the battle, just because of where we are. That's it.
Yeah.
Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? LL verse, Whitlock, Kendrick, Kaylani and Dolan, Ray, Dolan, Virgil, Rory, DC Blackout, President, Cold Talk, More Murder, everybody. I'm cool.
Sounds like it.
I'm cool. We had some funny shit to get to, but it just seems really inappropriate right this second.
Yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get back to that.
And listen, my heart goes out to podcasters as well. A lot of niche podcasts out there where, because of the landscape, whatever you normally do is not the time for. And my heart goes out to y'all as well. Like, the same thing that academics called for in the music, which was more conscious shit. A few of you podcasters that have to speak weekly about things. My heart goes out to y'all, man. I know it's tough. And people don't give a fuck. But you have to find a way to utilize your platform responsibly.
Yeah.
Or not.
And not to,
Or not.
a lot of people that have podcasts and platforms too, Joe, you do need a release. And it is good to have some type of normalcy, like, sports podcasts. If you want to just get your mind away from it, but it is important that people that have these platforms, at some point, they do address
Ain't no sports
these situations.
Yeah.
Ain't no sport. See, and ain't no sports. What do y'all niggas talk about? It's like I laugh at some of the podcasts out there that want to recap shows from 30 years ago. Awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, let me shut up.
Yeah, you hating. I'm joking.
Maybe.
I'm joking.
Maybe.
I mean, Joe's a hater. It's cool.
Yeah.
We have 32 episodes left. Joe is here to talk now.
Absolutely.
Let's get to it.
I've censored myself long enough. And I guess that's what I'm saying. Now it's just not the time to be censored.
No.
There are
not
too
at all.
many different issues in too many different places with too many different people. Now is the time to be aligned with who you need to be aligned with.
Speak your truths.
Yeah, and live your truths. It's just not the time to be censored. Not by your workplace, not by your peers,
No.
not by your families.
It's time for those discussions now.
Shit, my heart goes out to some of the people in the biracial jam. Like, I know some white people out there with black kids. That's like, fuck. Like, this is where I'm at with it.
The mayor.
I love my black kids. Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, he is the mayor.
And he does have a black kid.
Black
She was
wife.
arrested, right?
He always,
She was, yeah.
Yeah, I think his daughter was arrested. Yeah.
I'm tired of him telling us what's happening with his black kid. That's
I mean,
my only thing.
Kind of been his go-to for
And
the past
for a little while now.
however many years.
And I respect it because you do have a black child. But I'm seeing a pattern with Homeboy, and I probably wouldn't mind it if he didn't look like nervous fucking Nancy anytime he popped up on TV.
Right.
He's fucking shaking. Look like he's shit in his drawers, don't know what to fucking say, his eyes trembling, just reading some shit, man. Listen, if you're not able to grab your microphone or go on your platform and provide some type of ease, like if every time
important.
you
As a leader, it's important.
Oh, please. Yeah, man. It's super important. So yeah, he does have a black daughter, and shout out to him. The NBA's Board of Governors has a Thursday meeting set for a vote on a finalized plan to restart the season, per sources. The league is still working through those details with the NBPA. I like how the NBA is going about things. I do. I even like this new setup they're talking about with 22 teams for the playoffs, and they knew to include the Blazers before Damian Lillard wilded out. But whatever, we'll talk. we'll talk about it
Friend
on
of the show.
Saturday. On Saturday, we'll talk about the NBA and Major League Baseball trying to reopen. Who will reopen first? On Saturday, we'll talk about the Let's Build It guy. I still have words for the Let's Build Together guy.
No, we need to
All
have
of
that
us are
combo.
not worthy of building together. Saturday, I want to talk about that whole quote that I saw running around, but none of that is appropriate right this second. Oops, let me turn it down. Come on, Kirk. Chill out. Chill out, Rance. Yeah, none of that seems to be important at the moment. I want to pray for all the protesters, the rioters, the looters, anybody that's in the street, on the front lines going through this shit. I want to pray for anybody out there that has to just face this fucking white power bullshit that America has put in front of us for as long as we've known about America. I want to send a word out to the white people that feel for us. Anybody that has a heart is in this with me. And that's just where I stand on it. Listen, do what you have to do to keep your mental health high. I'm sounding like I'm ending this shit, and we ain't even done sleepers yet. Actually, let me shut my ass the fuck up. Forgot we had sleepers to do. Thank y'all for listening, man. I do believe that podcasts, much like tweets, much like anything social media related, is really important in spreading the news and spreading the climate, much like how I believe hip-hop they've started out. So today was important. This is probably one of the first podcasts where we focused on one thing and one thing only. I think that was important. If you're offended by that, fuck you. Really like Seth Rogen's stance on all of that, too. He's just saying fuck you to everybody.
Great.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much. Wasn't shocking to see Kevin Spacey and Epstein doc. They had a whole nasty boy crew going on. Had some bingeables to review for y'all. Now is not the time. Saturday we can get to all of that. Maybe. Depending on the state of the world this weekend. I want to thank God for getting all of y'all here to be able to listen to this. I want to thank God for getting my people here for us to be able to do this. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope everybody is well. Again, I want to shout out the essential workers. Y'all are not lost on me in all of this crisis. I want to shout out the protesters, the people that are out there fighting for something so that we fall for nothing. I want to shout out the people that are game planning, strategizing, trying to make some type of effect or impact. I want to shout out all of you. All of you are important. All of you are important right now more so than ever.
Unity, solidarity,
I
certainty.
want to remind everybody that it's our turn now. It's our turn. We've seen our great-grandparents do it. We've seen our grandparents do it. Nothing has changed, but it's our turn. How will we handle it? How will we respond? How will we attempt to make things better for our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren? I want to thank Parks and Rory for being white dudes that understand. That's important to me.
I want to thank you.
That's important to me. It is.
Yeah, I don't think thank you was the right. It ain't about us, man.
Yeah.
We don't deserve credit for something we're supposed to do.
It is about all of us, and that's different than all lives matter. All of us have to be here.
Right.
So we have to coexist somehow, and I appreciate that it's real easy to do that with you two gentlemen. And that's the end of that. And my niggas! Hey! Do not let it be lost on you that we are built for this by design. Please do your best to combat anything that is a downer to you. And a lot of things are downers. If you look at your phone, it's easy to be down. If you look at the news, it's easy to be down. If you look at the state of your family and friends, it's easy to be down. Please do some things to combat that. Please.
Be wary of misinformation.
Yeah.
Be wary of misinformation and people infiltrating and unity.
Look at the source the information comes from.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And,
Do your Googles.
Like the legend said, the marathon continues.
Better believe it. Rest in peace, Nipsey. We miss you.
Oh, yeah. They already planting...
Rest in peace to every black life that was lost. Prayers and condolences to every mother and father of a black life lost due to American culture. No need to sugarcoat anything. Until this weekend, we will be back. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. No, goddammit. I want to send it. Goddammit, bring it back. Keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, I bid you adieu, farewell, adios, hasta la vista, arrivederci. So long, goodbye. Life is a series of moments, and moments pass, hopefully. Except for this one. This one has been a constant. But moments normally pass. And let's make this one last as if it's all we have. Shout out to y'all. Y'all hold it down out there. We will be back, God willing, this weekend. Be safe out there.